Hello, my fellow adventurers. Today we are taking a new step, a new journey, a new exploration into a new world. We are going to try Mothership and see how well our adventurers fare in this new, unhinged, and brutal world. We are starting to learn how our characters have seen things in their past, either through their education or habits that they've had to go through to get to the place that they are right now. We will see our adventurers try and fight the inevitability of space, how it wants us dead, the cold never ending, how they have lost all sight of the Earth and are now on new and strange planets. The collective and the companies want them. They want them because paying for a cold body is so much easier than paying to keep them alive. If you become too expensive or if you start to learn too much, the companies will come get you. If you cost too much, the companies will come get you. Or, you know, you can't pay your taxes or your wages, then the company comes get you. We will see how far along these adventurers travel and how far they come along in their own way. Will they die? Will they survive? Will they be eaten by a giant worm? Will they crash in some horrible, horrific accident? Who knows? But here we are to come take a look to see where our adventures end up. Do enjoy. So, in space wants you dead. You guys are right now on
Another marker.
Yes.
In space, no one can see the markers work.
Yeah. So you guys are on an asteroid. Want to throw that away?
There we go.
Asteroid. You have your ship. As one part of it is here. And it goes off screen. You have your mining lasers that are on the front with one of your grasping arms. Grasping arms. And you guys are currently mining this asteroid. There's not that many units left. You have already taken out quite a chunk of it. You guys have already split down the vein. So let's say you have already mined out the ore that's inside. And you guys can see.
What kind of ore
Already ate it, Spock.
are we extracting?
Platinum, metals, copper, lithium.
Do we know where this asteroid originated from?
Deep space.
Oh, okay. Like, we don't know if it came from a particular...
No.
Okay.
You guys are nowhere in the Earth quadrant. You guys are in a deep quadrant. You're in one of the separate solar systems that have the ability to hold on to life. There is a planet there that is Earth-like.
Okay.
It is close enough that they were able to send seeds in deep space and let it germinate. So by the time you got there, there was something akin to oxygen.
Okay.
Well, there is oxygen, just there's not as
It's
potent
all gone.
as Earth.
It's all gone. No, it's all gone.
How could that affect the human body on its surface.
No, you can't eat the container.
Lethargic, you don't have as much
You already
strength.
ate it.
Uh,
It's all gone.
You
have to
might
take more
feel
breaks.
shortness of breath
Yeah.
if you're overexerting yourself. Okay.
But there's oxygen, so you have livable space.
It's like climbing
It's-
a mountain
Yeah.
to thin air. Okay.
You are not the first colonist here. There, you are hired from one of the people who have already established themselves, and this is his ship.
Are there already posts on the planet?
Hmm.
Okay.
But that means you have one little space the size of, like an Egyptian peasant. You have one room that you guys
Okay,
have.
all gone. All gone.
Enough for a bed.
Nope, it's all gone.
Think of it as like a dorm room.
Okay.
That is your place.
Got
Okay.
it all.
You were paying off your bill to get yourself out here, and whatever bill you have to go. Each ore, we're just going to call it base ore, unless you find like pure platinum, gives you guys 10,000 credits.
Okay.
You have 60 credit. You have 60 ores on your ship right now.
Okay. Does our ship have the technology to be able to tell us if the because I think
There still is more in there. It can't tell you how much. It tells you that there is still a couple more veins. Just you can collect more rock
All
that
gone. No more.
has less ore in it,
No,
and then you're
you had
shipping
it
it
all.
back and you're
That's
spending
it.
more in fuel.
does our ship have the technology to be able to tell us if there are any life forms on
There's
this
an
asteroid? Okay.
Well, it's telling you that there's life forms on there, but there's also you.
Oh.
You guys are on the asteroid.
Okay. All right.
You're not just mining from your ship.
Right.
So I went back into deep lore of the Alien franchise and
Uh-oh.
of this ship. And it's a lot more interesting than I thought. So even though that there are some bases and houses right now that you can tap on your phone and it can unlock and open up the doors and other stuff like that.
Right.
These ships and spaceships do not have that ability. Or they tried not to put that ability into it. Reason being is AI and computers have gotten so advanced that they could just hack your phone and then they control your spaceship. So if everything is automated to the point that like you can go doodly doodly doo and your ship comes up towards you,
Right.
what's going to stop them from just going, okay, that was the signal, I take over your signal, and then
Right. Like a rival company or bandits or pirates or
So if they can just go like that on their device, what stops them from going like that and just opening up the space hatch while you're flying?
Right.
What stops them from doing that while you guys are asleep and then you get sucked out?
Right.
Well, not sucked out, but die from suffocation. So the progression of technology has reversed because if you physically have to open up the hatch, you can't hack it. You can't go in there and start hitting buttons. The reason why androids are androids is because they are self-contained individual computers that they actually have to plug into something.
Right.
They don't do Wi-Fi. Reason being is if they can hack your android friend,
Whoa.
what's going to stop them from hacking them during a space
So
fight?
that means there's an awful lot of things that are still manual.
Almost everything is manual.
Like you want to open a door.
The targeting for the spaceship, the space transition, if you guys go into the ship can do itself. Just there is no until you physically do a hatch.
Right.
Because their thought is they made robots the size of your thumb.
Right.
That can go onto your ship, burrow a hole that you can't detect, go in, and they can hit the button to say yes.
Right.
So they went back to levers, where you
Yeah.
actually have to physically force it to say going from non-autopilot to autopilot. Because you actually have to push that lever with force to get it to go
Right.
back off of autopilot.
And you don't call your drop ship to come to you. You have to leave a pilot on the drop ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic but horrifying at the same time. But it makes sense because we could take over drones now.
Right.
They use microwave cannons, and it just
Right.
shoots the microwave and it stops the drone.
Right.
So you could be 1,000 miles away.
So it's futuristic, but there are some things that are sort of
It is
retro
the-
step back.
It is we have made something so advanced that
We don't trust it.
We can pilot it, and it does its own thing. But at the same time, we have made computers so advanced that it can go through trillions. They can go through quantum bits of information and doing terabytes of data per second. So they can go through all of the codes at once and just crack your system.
Okay.
Or crash it and then rebuild it and put in their own program.
Okay.
So people have gone back from Wi-Fi and everything's Bluetooth and everything's easy to handle to the dark, grim Robotech. You had to actually physically walk the spaceship
Right.
or the Gundam and everything.
Yeah.
You had to be in the mech to physically transfer your consciousness.
Yeah.
Nothing's remote.
Okay.
So you guys could do remote, but then I also have a chance to hack it.
Right.
Does that make sense, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a grim dark.
Okay.
So you have your pilot and the one AI, or the one robot, because you need one to calculate trajectories and everything else and whatnot. But he's locked down and he's paid for by your benefactor. So
Okay.
he is controlled by your benefactor. He is not. He is built by your benefactor that you know of. So everything that he does is for his benefactor.
Okay.
And he has told you guys multiple times, if you guys die, I'm taking the ship back.
Okay.
And he's just truthful.
Okay.
Brutally truthful.
Because the ship is an asset.
Yeah.
But we are replaceable.
Yes. You get 1,000 credits if you die.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which is enough for a spaceship or a gun and other stuff like that. Which is technically a lot of money.
If I die, who does that money go to? Next to kin?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you're here. And you guys can tell me whoever your next of kin is sometime later.
Okay.
But some of you guys are on the rock. You guys are mining. And you guys have depleted the main vein. I'm good. And you have the choice of continuing and getting more. But then at the same time, if you guys want to go into cryo, it's going to cost you 100. It's going to cost you 50,000 credits to cryo yourself to go back to the planet, so you're not awake for a month and a half. Then have to spend food and air.
You have to pay for that?
Oh yeah. Who's paying for the cryo juice and the medicine and the silica gel that keeps you alive so you can be frozen?
Do we have to pay for our meals?
You can pay for your meals and other stuff like that. You have to pay premium meals because they had to ship it out.
Okay.
So you don't have enough meals for all of you guys to go. But it's 50,000 for all of you guys to freeze. You could do a jump, which will get you back instantly. It costs you 100,000. The jump drive has a failure rate, and if it fails, it costs 1,000,000 credits.
Okay.
So you guys have to at least make enough to pay for the ship out here
Okay.
and everything else. And it's 50,000. It's 50,000 credits.
But we have to make sure we have enough.
Yeah, it's 50,000
to get out.
credits to pay for freezing and not having to pay for food and anything
Okay.
else. And you have 60 units or 60 square feet of ore. And you get 10,000 credits per unit of ore.
I imagine.
So Kevin can do the math.
I imagine.
So you have 600. You have 600,000 credits.
Like you're placed in cryogenics on long trips.
Yeah, even short trips. If
Okay.
it costs a week, you have to pay for the fuel. You have to pay for everything else.
Okay.
You're using an atomic thing to do short jets, but you have fuel to burn if you need to do maneuvers.
Cryogenics, you don't have to pay for. You don't have to
pay for food,
Right.
air, or anything else. You just pay for your cryo fuel.
Right. Okay.
If you stay awake, you have to pay for the food. You have to pay for the fuel that pushes the food. You have to pay for the air. You have to pay for the fuel filters. You have to pay for everything else. It sucks.
Oh, the synthetics.
Yes.
Like ash and
Yes.
in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Can they function in zero oxygen?
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't, Alien.
Okay.
It's just it's uncomfortable
Okay.
because they're made with synth plastic, and if they're exposed for too long, it starts freezing.
What do they require for energy?
Charging pad.
What is it?
Charging pad.
Okay. All right.
They're an iPhone when they sleep.
Okay. So they do have like a sleep period.
Sort of.
Okay.
But at the same time, technically, they need the sun. They can do heat. Synthetics have become super advanced to the point that the heat from the sun can do mini photovoltaic cells in each of their cells that can keep them alive. So as long as they're on a planet that has a sun-day cycle, they can stay powered.
Okay.
But because you're in space, no sun.
Okay.
It's not that the LEDs aren't powerful
Right.
enough to power
Right.
things.
Okay.
As I said, I did a deep dive in this. It's crazy. So they don't technically need to. They don't need to eat. They don't need to do other stuff like that. They can if they want. But if they eat, then they have to extrude what they eat.
Okay.
And cleaning themselves is a pain in the ass. So if they don't have to, they won't. They're like the Germans of outer space. Everything must be efficient.
Okay.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
All right. So, have we mined all that we need to mine?
You can mine more. It will just take time.
Have we made enough credits to?
No.
No. So what do you think? We should keep mining?
Guys, your choice. Which way are we going? What do you want to do, Captain? Oh, and most spacesuits, the easiest way that it is that there's a little laser thing,
Uh-huh.
and there's a satellite dish that's on the captain's thing, and the laser always is painting there. So instead of broadband commissions, it's literally a laser that's talking to the person.
Okay.
So it's unbreakable, undetectable unless you break the laser.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can do walkies, and then walkies, you can catch radio transmission.
What is your field, Kevin? Your profession?
Engineering.
Hmm.
That's my master's degree.
Okay. Well, I'm
And
military.
mechanical repair.
So you would probably
So
be,
you 100% know how this laser works, how fast it can burn. You can look in and you can take some time while you're sitting there in your spacesuit in the vacuum of space. This isn't something new to you. You guys have been literally on this rock for the last 7 hours.
Do you think we should keep mining
You
and
can
get more ore?
You can take an estimate and look into the rock and
Well, I'm not a
See if you-
geologist.
yeah, but you would know where some of the what to look for. This is one of those that it's not like D&D where you have to specifically know for certain things. If you were taught, yeah, if you want to take time, it would take you a good 20 minutes to estimate where the next ore is.
I don't know if you marked it off which ones they were.
John is a teamster.
Yeah, so an all-around person.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So
and-
the marked. Okay.
Yeah, so just
And the other one is
think you did
military.
Marine. Yep.
so Teamster is
Work.
Worker. Ridley Scott, worker, knows stuff.
Okay.
You're a scientist, so you can know some rock. Or understanding where to mine is go for the shiny stuff. So you're going to stick your head into the crack, take a look, get ready for the next blast. All right. So the great thing about Mothership,
Facehugger.
the great thing about Mothership is if you're taking your time,
Yeah.
you don't need to roll.
Right.
There's no reason to roll. You can spend time and go, okay, so for 20 minutes they're battering you. The cockpit's like, I thought you knew rocks. I thought you said you could rock and roll.
No, I saw that in the video that you sent
Yeah.
us.
You see that there is at least a vein this way, and there is another vein this way, and you can estimate that maybe it's like that, and then this is like that. So
Maybe we should tap into the vein on the left.
We're in space. There's no left or right.
Well, if we're looking, if we're on the ship,
you're not on the ship.
We're on the-
Here.
we're here.
You're here because when it. So
okay,
That's why I like.
so where we are,
we've been doing this for 7 hours. What you do is you blast, and then you push the rock this way. The secondary arms grabs it and brings it into cargo.
maybe we should. I don't know how I would indicate that, but maybe we should tap into that vein.
Here's a fun thing. Do you have, for world building, do you have something that you can point and have the sensors and whatnot say over here?
The laser on our
Well, the laser's the talk thing.
Oh,
You could just
oh.
you can have a laser.
my glove.
You can have, sure. If your engineer
Yeah.
can literally duct tape a laser on your finger. It's
no,
not that
no.
hard.
Like
But you can have a laser on your finger. Just go there and
we're on the asteroid,
Hmm.
and what's keeping us on the asteroid? Is it like grab boots
Little
or
boot-
something?
little boot clamps.
Okay.
You stick down, it clamps, and then you take your next step and it clamps.
But
and
we're-
you take the next step and it
like-
clamps.
I know that our figures are here, but we're not like on level like this.
No, it's big and circular.
I mean, is there any way I can get their attention and
Yeah.
point?
It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can point. I was asking for world building. Would you like something to point there? Is there something that you guys can think of that you have, like, as I said, a laser pointer, a flare, a radar gun, so it goes back to the android, and the android goes, "Oh, it's right here. This is where they're doing," and like you have to tag the target.
like I would say on our wrist of our spacesuit, the little thing that go like that, and it's like a little laser pointer.
All right.
And,
So you want a Buzz Lightyear?
So we're Buzz Lightyear.
right, and just go.
Oh, he's got a little blinky light thing.
Why don't we?
All right.
Why don't we try to tap into the vein in that direction?
All right. So, cool thing. You hit your Buzz Lightyear thing. And
Yeah.
on your HUD of your visor, you see kind of like space that you have that one whole side. You have the thing. You're pointing at it, and you hit a button and you circle it, and on your visor you see like it.
On a
You see the
display.
photo of the dark, and on
Yeah.
your display it gives you the dotted line of the top part. That's
Okay.
how you can see, and you see the dotted line of the bottom part, and you're encircling that whole point of that.
Okay.
So you actually have a little wrist thing that goes that there, right there,
Okay. All right.
and it goes. Just for fun, roll me a weapons. It's a D100.
Okay.
So what you're doing for this
is you are doing your military training
Mhm.
because of guns and other stuff like that. You don't have firearms, so it's not an extra 15.
Okay.
And what you were doing, you're doing your, let's say combat because you would understand guns and other stuff like that. Combat plus your military training, so that's a 60, so you just have to roll under a 60.
Okay.
And that's how well you have. Ooh! So,
is that a 1 or a 100?
but
Zero.
double zero means that you're in the 10 spot.
Okay.
1 is in the 1.
So it's a 1.
But now they have fixed this where it's all zeros
Okay.
to 99. 99 is the worst roll.
All right.
All zeros is critical success.
Okay.
So they took out the people complaining about the double zeros. See, you can have a zero. I did this for you. You happy that now you can have a 0? And 0 is the best. You've only done that 3 times in the other games, which is astonishing.
No.
So with your pretty much critical success, you using your military training and everything else, knowing where the guns and everything else and how strong it is, you go 10% burst this direction, then it should go, and the mining lasers go do go over here, get the right direction. The ship moves a little bit, holding on to the asteroid, and hits directly into the vein. And give me a D12 roll. 10. You get 10 units of ore.
Okay.
For the next so many minutes, this starts breaking up. I know this is slow, but I'm trying to give John a little bit of time. But this starts breaking up, and you eventually mine into here, getting another 10 units of ore. And you can put that on your spaceship. We have your spaceship right here.
Spaceship
Cargo manifold. So you have 70 units of ore. So you technically have $700,000. You needed to make.
Oh, you recorded on there.
Yeah, because that's you
This
have.
is what we already had.
You have 20 units of cargo.
Yes, 20 units of mining equipment.
Yeah, no, but you have 200 units of cargo. You have 20 units of mining equipment, 70 units of ore, 5 units of.
Those are the vac suits and the extended arms.
So right now you have used 90 units of your cargo space. When it starts getting full, you have to start worrying about shoving the rock and it hitting the rock and making like domino effects that is damaging the inside. But right now you have your other guys in the hull, and it's doing this. It's like, okay, you found the ore, and I'm going, and it's floating into the cargo hold. And then and as it comes in, the person's grabbing it and going, and then tossing it into the spot, and they have something inside that's putting it into.
So the way it works is, once I indicate the location, whoever's on here uses the targeting computer.
These things can go this way. There's a whole track.
Okay.
So these literally moved over to here and hit the right angle, and the whole ship moved because the ship is really 3D. And in here you have your cargo hold.
Okay.
Where this would be like the ramp.
Yep.
And in here is the top part of the ramp. You guys just have to send the ore this way, and it goes into the cargo hold.
Okay.
Because it's a big mouth.
We just kind of grab the pieces that break off and go.
Yeah, it could be big. It's space.
So does that mean our figure should be closer to that?
Yeah, but you don't want to be too close when they hit it with the mining laser.
No.
Okay.
So I'm just putting you out.
So is that good?
It's good, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're on the rock.
Okay.
I need you guys to make. Well, there's actually. I have it here. Should know.
Our pilots are looking pretty thin.
Give me an intelligent roll, but you all get advantage on this because you're outside.
$27. I made it even normally.
All right. An 18, I think you make it.
Yep. Yeah, mine's 48.
So, awesome. While you guys are out here doing this and in the middle of pushing the rocks in, you see out into the distance, like maybe up here, something glint.
In space.
Yeah. It's all black. There's a couple of little stars. Space is scary because it's not like you're up there and you see the stars. If you're in deep space, you're outside on the other quandary. There's parts of space that looks black, and unless you see and have like the HUD pop up, you don't really see the extra constellations or the far galaxies. They're just like little pinpoints of light.
Who are the people who are in the right here in the
The pilot and the automaton.
So
Ranka.
Okay.
Well, plus there is a captain. I don't know wherever he is.
He's the captain. The Penguin's the captain.
Do they
He's piloting, and the robot is doing the lasers because percentile things burn.
do the pilot? What are the pilot and the?
You never gave me a name.
Huh?
I was letting you guys choose a name.
No, here it says the captain's name is Carver.
Okay, Captain Carver.
So I'm gonna say.
But I don't think we ever named that the android.
Nope.
I think Carver just calls him Clanker.
What do you want to name the android? How about Duke?
Ann.
Gary's a name.
What'd you say?
Android.
Ann? Okay.
No,
you can call him Ann.
You can do Ann.
You can call him Ann.
That's
Is it? You could be a female.
Gary's a name.
meow.
That's the best. The new Superman. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could give me a name. I don't have to be number 4. But number 4 is a great name. So is Gary. If you look at making it, he said that he does not have that line. That is not a line. He was just supposed to say, "Well, 4 is a great name."
Well, that's
Have
because
no
it's what's his
response,
face there, Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
So
Is this? Are you talking about Supergirl? The new
Oh,
Supergirl?
the Superman.
Superman,
Oh.
the newest one.
Oh.
He has
With,
the robots. He has
whatever his name is.
He has the his place where he goes to. That's all crystal.
Yeah.
In there, he has a bunch of robots, and
Yes.
and instead of
Yes.
and the robots being sassy go and saying, "Hey, number 4 is not a name,"
Yeah.
and he improvised Gary's a name.
Which one? Which movie is newer? Like more
Uh,
recent? The Supergirl?
Supergirl hasn't come out yet.
Oh. Oh.
So
They've shown previews.
I've seen clips.
Like they had her in the Superman movie.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Like I've seen her going into the Fortress of Solitude and say,
Right.
"Hey, where's my dog?"
Right, because Krypton is her dog.
You're right. And he's like
So-
tossing her around, but she's just like laughing. All right. I'm going to. Is there any like? I'm gonna like. Is there any way that I can indicate that section of space, like
Buzz Lightyear it.
okay. This is what I
Buzz
do.
Lightyear it.
Captain Carver, I'm getting some kind of a glint out here in this quadrant. What are the ship's controls tell you?
All right. Since you had pointed it out, you hear prints out a fax report kind of thing, and he goes, "Huh. Well, the Clanker didn't tell us, but you guys know they're just since we're near an asteroid, there's like little ones out there, so there's stuff floating around. But you're right. There is something." There's some weird shape up there. If you guys want to come in,
You think we need to be on the lookout for pirates out here?
not this far out.
Okay.
We don't have things worth it. The ship is worth it, but they would have to destroy the ship to get our ship.
What's your character's name?
I'm James. I don't have a last name.
James, you think we should head in just to be on the safe side?
I'd get the last bit of ore before we head in.
All right, roger that.
We're here.
And
All right.
Won't take
it's
that long.
pretty much how he's saying it is. Here's the radar. You have super deep that they use gravimetrics.
Yeah.
You have you, and as they pass, you have the big rock that you're at.
Yeah.
And there's like dots of other asteroids. And he's saying, and he kind of shows you on his HUD that there's this weird, awkward,
Excuse me.
so like little noodles, but this one's more V.
Okay.
It's like a weird, awkward shape. It's not like the little noodles or little spikes of ice and other little asteroids that you see. That because you technically are in a very dangerous spot.
Okay.
Because if you have a micro asteroid that's going fast enough, it'll go tear through your ship.
Okay.
Space wants you dead.
All right.
So,
All right. We'll finish getting that last bit of ore.
all right, roll your. So you can do this quick, and then you won't.
Oof. 87 against
So,
the combat. Yeah. Okay.
so what you're going to do is it's going to blast away a little bit too close. You gave them the wrong trajectory.
Yeah.
That you're seeing it, and it goes and it sprays you guys with a whole bunch of dust, and you can feel the boots start kind of lifting a little bit.
Okay.
And I want you guys to all have a bit of stress.
Ease up on the lasers there, Cap. Ease up.
Like you told them to burn it a little bit
Yep.
too high or something, and you all get 1 stress.
Okay.
Stress is a fun little mechanic where now
We put that under current.
your minimum that starts
Is 2.
is 2, because everyone has 2 stress, because you are out in space. You get 1 point of stress.
So that brings our
To
current to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are a robot, your minimum could be 1. But right now, what it is your adrenaline started going. You felt the spray. It started like pinging off your helmet. But you guys done this. Did this just kind of more? That freaked you out. It distracted you. You got a bad call.
When does stress become a problem?
When you guys want to do something quick,
Oh.
or if you lose a sanity, or if you don't pass a fear or a sanity or a body roll. Your secondary rolls, the 3 on the bottom, is if you're getting hit or something's coming at you, or if you see an alien something really wrong, you have to take a fear roll.
Right.
If you see something like your friend has a face hugger on him, that's a sanity. If you and then body is like you need to unparalyze yourself. You're trying to run towards danger versus away from danger. That's a body roll.
Right.
If you fail those, you have to take a stress roll. If a stress roll is a d20, and you just have to roll higher than the amount of stress you have.
Okay.
If you roll higher than the current the stress that you have, cool, nothing happens. If you fail, you could freeze up, you could lock, you could run away. Same thing like Call of Cthulhu. There's
Okay.
a whole mechanic of you freaking out or the stress has gotten to you because
Okay.
you are in space. If you get if that hit a little too hard, it could have pierced your suit. Now you're losing oxygen before you get in. This is stressful. This sucks. This is crab fishing. So
Dangerous catch.
the most dangerous catch.
Yeah.
So
That's a
if
good
you
show.
are with a group of people, if you fail a roll, and you are the head person of that, everyone kind of gets a bit of stress. If you're by yourself or you're doing something or you catch yourself from doing stuff, like most of the time, like little stuff, like you've messed up the computer, you get a piece of stress. If you're a biologist or a scientist and the scientist fails, doesn't matter what happens. If everyone knows the scientist fails, everyone gets a bit of stress.
Okay.
Because the scientist is supposed to be the person who keeps them alive. which is why Teamsters are the best. They don't share the stress. All the stress is on them because they're a cog in the machine. And if their cog fails, why are they here? But we don't think about that because we're a cog in the machine. And you're a grunt who eats crayons. So you do blow it away. Roll me a d8 because you burnt away a little bit of the ore. 5. So you get another 5 units of ore. Some of it's burnt, and you can see the molten metal floating in space.
Okay.
As it's going towards you, and it's all blobby, melting as it's flying past your face. Which is why you're getting the stress, because you're literally seeing the melting ore as it's slowly freezing and becoming a spear. And you know, if you grab that, that could pierce your suit because it's glass.
Okay.
It's pretty much become obsidian, and you know what happens with obsidian.
Yeah.
So you guys can try to grab that and put it in, but it's a body roll to make sure you're not damaging yourself as you're tossing it.
Right.
So you get another 5 units, so that's good. You guys you're going to make profit today.
Yay.
You had to at least make, depending on if you jump or whatnot, you can do that. So you get the last bit of ore. You could search for more on this rock. There's probably a couple more rocks out there that you can grab, but it's not going to be like 100% ore. It could be like 50% ore or something like that. So you could get more.
Slag.
You could get more. You could get others. It depends on yourself. You take a little bit of time, and that thing still drifting out there.
Okay.
So, guys, pack it up.
Yeah, I think we've been out here long enough. So
Okay.
You've been out here for
like 8 hours now.
Oh, you were out there
hours.
for probably longer than that. You've probably been out there for like 9 hours altogether now. Because you have to remember, you have to reassess, redo it. They have to move the ship. They have to reblast it. So
Let's call it a shift.
Yeah. So you guys float in, and as I said, the great thing about this is if you're taking your time, you're not really having to roll. And this kind of goes away. And you have to stow these away. Plow.
Some tissues right up there. Yeah.
What hands are for? I'm not cutting that up, so I don't have to worry about poisoning you guys. So you guys get back into your ship, strap in. He maneuvers. Let me at least roll his dice. Unless you guys want to. Do you want to roll the maneuver dice to go up and slowly go?
Maneuver to get back to the ship?
No. To fly the ship to this object.
I'm going to let you roll. You're the engineer.
Well, no. You're going to be rolling for the pilot. The pilot has a 70 in pilot. Okay. With the robot, with his advances, with his other stuff like that. Let's say he gets a 70.
You don't sound confident in your rolls.
Yeah. I never am. You've seen me roll.
This is all he does. And he has
28.
So yeah. What would happen is you burn a thing of fuel. Right now he's using his sub-engines, the pulse engines. And pulse engines are using the atomic generator. You have a nuclear fusion core. So it's just using pulses, and you didn't need to actually use fuel. There's no gravity here. There's no real burn that he needs to do. He lets go of the rock, and he goes... And he slowly navigates over to this thing.
Okay.
As you get closer and closer to this, it is a ship.
Okay.
It is a small transporter ship. Think of it a little bit smaller than Firefly. It never really had cargo. It was just more kind of like a Boba Fett ship. So small. We'll break it out. So your ship is pretty much the size of half of this board. Mm-hmm. It is a big ship. It is a decent. It's a big boy.
Okay.
Each one of these is a square 5 feet, and you're talking about at least 200 square feet here.
Okay.
But because we're the future, it's meters. No more freedom units. So you have a ship that comes up this way, off this way, back. Normal blocky ship has thrusters this way. Thrusters off this way. They have a big glass canopy here, or I could just do that and then not. You see that there's the side hatch.
Does it look like a company ship?
All ships look like a company ship.
I mean, like,
But
does it look like is it easily identifiable as an Earth craft?
Easily identifiable as an Earth craft. And then this sloops down that way. So that's your high point. It's easily identified as an Earth craft, but it's not from Earth. It's from your second nearest quadrant.
Okay. Does it? Can we?
Does not have any damage on it.
All right.
Or there's not like. All right. There is some damage on it, as in it has been hit by little meteorites. There is some like burn and scarring that would happen. There's still the burn from leaving a planet because it would burn the outside of the ship. But no like blaster fire,
No crippling
chunks,
damage.
no crippling damage, nothing like that. You guys are flying up to it. It's your choice of which direction you would like to approach it.
So in other words, it's drifting.
Mhm.
It appears that its engines are not in operation.
Nope, it's full matte black. It is still, it's scorched, it's black, it's made to be sleek. It is a transporter class. Technically, you could, if you knock off a bit of the wings, it could fit in your cargo. It would fit 80 square meters.
Can
of
we
your
can we
cargo.
try to hail it?
Yeah.
What's the name of our ship?
I know it's down there. You can name it whatever.
According to this, is the Falstaff, but we can name it whatever we want. That's their generic.
And
It's just whatever.
This is the Falstaff hailing unknown transport. Do you copy?
Nothing. And it's very weird to have nothing. While you are hailing it, the android is doing his computations, he's doing his scanners, he's doing other stuff, and it goes, Captain, what voice should it go? Captain, there seems to be that there's no atomic signature. Their engine died. There's nothing. They have burnt all of their fuel.
there has to be some. I want you to. No, sorry. So
Are you sure?
yes,
To be some type of fuel
there
on
must be some form of life.
Are there heat signatures on that ship, you clanker? And it's before
Dr.
you ask,
McCoy is right in pointing out that the risk. Sorry. So
No, I was thinking the pilot would be Grizzly. It's like,
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's just grunts and screams.
do we?
He's still smoking.
Can we?
No vape. Real cigarettes. Just.
Oh yeah. I mean, just look at the first Alien movie. They're all smoking on board the ship.
Mhm.
Can our ship detect any life forms on the transport?
No heat or cold signatures.
Doesn't mean that there is no life. Just no life that we can detect.
Well, if you're frozen, there would be a cold signature.
Right.
If you had a heat signature, the whole ship is a solid temp.
Okay.
There is no flux.
Right.
And that's what he's telling you. From what he can see, the hot side towards the nearest sun, planet, whatever, which still is not much. It's like 2 degrees. It's not like being in the atmosphere. Because if we're in our atmosphere, if you're facing the sun, one side becomes 120 to 150. The other side is freezing temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
So you're literally being a roasted potato.
Oh.
Here, you're not near a sun. There is no sun. There is no planets near you. You guys are 2 weeks out, and with your drives, that means you are outside the solar system. And you're bringing metal from outer space to probably the space depot. And your ship is not Earth entryable.
Okay.
It's too heavy. It's too big. You would burn all of your fuel just getting it out of the atmosphere. And then you would take hull damage.
So, like, getting to Earth means that
You have a small jumper that's attached.
The ship
to the
would remain in orbit,
Yes.
and yeah.
So you are literally selling your ore to a satellite,
Okay.
because to ship ore out of the planet, shit ton of money. Space elevator, shit ton of money, because you have to put a weight on the outside, and it has to spin with the Earth. And if anything happens, if there's any type of devastation, if this moves too much, you're breaking your whole space elevator.
Okay.
So they don't have a space elevator on this planet. So you're grabbing ore from outer space, bringing it in, because it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
Okay.
And that's what you guys are doing. So there's no signatures. Want you guys to give me a sanity check, because this is not good.
Looks like it's gonna be a bug crawl.
Oh, you're fine.
A 2.
You are perfectly fine.
I'm not.
You're not. You take
Oh,
a point
no.
of stress.
Actually, everybody around me takes a point of stress.
If you fail a check, not a sanity, right?
If I fail a sanity save, sanity 7. Then.
Yeah. But this is personal. This is like, you understand this can happen to anyone. That they probably did a jump. Like, in your head, you're thinking like, oh, they did a jump and the jump didn't go all the way, or the thing died halfway through and they didn't have another jump core.
Oh.
They had to use their thrusters and they're waiting months, years. Like, this could be a ship that hasn't been found. Like, you guys are in the year 5,000, 10,000. Like, you're in the future. You're in company year 3,000. Which could be how many years past now. So it's 3,000 years past whenever the companies took over.
Okay.
So this could have been many years ago.
So you said that, Kev, because your character is a scientist, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's whenever you fail a sanity save. So yeah, no, actually, this is a sanity. Yeah.
Okay.
So then you get a point of stress too. You're saying this out loud.
What did you say out loud, Kevin?
This could happen to us if we misjump something. We could be drifting in space. We could be sitting here. We could be trying to use our thrusters, trying to make it back to the planet.
Bum, bum.
Oh my god, like, he's coming up with theories and scientist stuff, and like, what else would he have? What other weird space?
Jimmy, if I were you, I'd put a lid on that before you start bugging out the whole crew. Speaking of bugs,
Alright.
should we check this ship out?
You guys would know.
Could be a bug crawl.
You guys would know if this is an unregistered device or unregistered strip. You can take the ship back and make a whole bunch of money. If it's a registered ship, you guys would get whatever reward for finding the ship. You guys have the equipment
Must
and the
have some
mining
kind of
laser.
markings on the outside, right?
It's burnt. As I said, the whole outside is completely black. It's charred. It looks like some type of flare or something like that hit it.
So
But it's not physical burn that went down through the ship.
So any company could be using this type of ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no specific brand. This is an old ship. You know, this is like your grandpappy was building these ships.
Ah, so it's an outmoded.
Yep.
At least a couple of generations old.
Yep. This is too sleek. This is too fancy. This is maybe a higher price point.
Yeah.
Your ship is a floating brick. Look at your ship. This is literally the top part of the ship. It is a brick all the way down. But every single piece is used.
Ships are made.
This is the jets are on the outside. It's sleek. It looks like it's going to be there. You have this huge glass bay window in the front. You have some ports on the side that have some type of windows. Like there are ports running along here. Like you can guess that there's a cabin there or something like that. That it's
right
for transportation.
Okay.
It's small. Your ship. This is only the size of like your cockpit. Like this would fit there in your ship.
So there's absolutely no markings.
Nope, that we can make out because it's all
registry numbers.
Out.
Okay,
and there's no ping back. Want to go for a spacewalk, or do you want to
actually bring it on board? Might go for a spacewalk. If it fits in the cargo,
you can.
If there's room in the cargo hold,
in our ship's registry, our computer library, can we access if a ship, like even though we can't read the registration or anything, our ship system.
One of you guys could report to Mother because there is a computer in here. You guys can go to Mother, and Mother would send you back that information.
Okay.
But if it is registered or if there is an actual lost thing, you guys couldn't use this as salvage.
Like
there's a third, as I said, there is a third part of this. You use your mining laser. You could break it up and bring it in as ore.
Would our ship's registry be able to tell us what class of ship it is?
Yeah, it's just that's an easy one because you guys have been around ships all the time. I have it right here. It is a light commercial freighter.
We'll ask Mother.
Technically, these would be raiders, executive transports, transport ships, or sleek shuttles.
We'll ask Mother.
Yeah, you guys are medium.
If they have
no, you guys are a heavy commercial.
Okay. We'll ask Mother if they have any records of a ship of this class, at least a couple of generations old, that has gone missing in this sector.
Again, would you want to do that too? If you do this, then you can't claim it as salvage. Mother may want to see it first.
I'll say it out loud as a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Jim? What do you think, Jim?
I think you're going to get a lot of hits on a question like that.
Okay.
You're talking like a lot of years.
Within the last 300 years, has there been a ship that was lost
missing
that is
somewhere in this area? Yes.
Okay. There's
dozens of
them.
All right.
Specifically, this class ship, you're probably going to get about, and instead of thousands, if you just open brought it, it's going to be thousands.
All right.
Because you have to remember, space sucks. There are some mining vessels out there. There are ship transportation vessels. There are dignitary vessels. All you need is one bad jump. That's why your benefactor wants this ship back and gave you $5 million worth of product of 5 jump drives. So if the jump drive fails, you can put in a new jump drive. He does not want this to be a lost ship.
Okay.
That's why I said, because you are running with a benefactor, most of the money is going to the benefactor, but the benefactor wants this ship back. That's why he has an android on there and a fully...
I've got a question.
Yes.
Rather than breaking it up and bringing its broken parts on board, is there any way to put this ship in tow?
You just put it in the cargo hold.
To fit it into the cargo hold, you would have to knock off that.
Okay.
That was the whole thing. I'm trying to do it so you guys have a question. You can crunch in the side, which is just like where the tail fin is. Go outside, take off the engine and the panel, because you guys can see, like, your Android does say that there is a panel here to get to the engine. If you take that off and take off the other side engine, you can fold it up and then fit it in. You can probably put it in tow. Like, you can try to strap it and put it where your other, because I think we were saying, like, down here, you have a drop ship. On the bottom of your ship, you can attach it and bolt it down, but that would still be going outside and making sure you bolt it down.
So I say this to,
Or you can, or knowing military and knowing science, you can daisy chain it, and if you give it fuel, it could follow you. So long as you have a wire to the ship, you can.
so Rose says this to James. And what I'm saying is, look, as a Marine, I've seen some pretty nasty bugs. Some microscopic, and some with acid for blood.
Are you a person who's seen the aliens? Because not many people have seen the aliens.
No,
Most of
no,
those people-
I'm just referring to, you know,
Yeah.
like you know, in Aliens 2,
Yeah.
you know how when they came down on the planet they said not another bug hunt, which tells me that they have encountered hostile aliens before.
Yes, but that was
the-
Weyland-Yutani military going back
Right.
to a Weyland-Yutani thing
Right.
that grabbed up Ripley Scott, who knows about the aliens,
Right.
because they were only grabbing her because she knew about the aliens.
Right.
They were all in the know.
Right.
Are you in the know?
Well, I say,
Because if you're in the know, people know you're in the know.
as a Marine,
Mhm.
would I have heard stories from other Marines, vets?
You've heard stories that there are things out there. They wink at you and go, "We're not the only ones in the universe," but they are not, unless you're in upper echelon, which
Right.
because you're out of the military.
Right.
You went to the military, you've gotten out of the military, and technically you are mercenary.
Right.
So you're not in with the upper echelon. So you would hear you are not the only ones in this universe.
As military, what, and you know, they're not telling us about the things.
It's like them telling us how much they're doing in Iraq.
What are our expectations thinking about what we might possibly fight? Space
Raiders, people
like
suck.
pirates and stuff.
People suck.
Okay.
People suck. People want stuff, but people suck.
I just say,
But you also know it's very hard to hide on a complete dead ship.
Yeah.
Very hard to find no signature. It is completely one temperature all the way
I say,
it is very weird to know that.
I am just very leery about bringing on board even parts of a ship that is completely dead. We're talking about the possibility of unknown viruses and contagions, and maybe even
As a
life
scientist, you would
forms
know
that we not even aware of.
As a scientist, you would know if this is 300 years old, your viruses could kill the people on ship. You guys have already gone through that flu. You guys have already gone through the
power on
colony
there,
flu.
so anything in there has been
Yeah.
exposed to the colds of space for hundreds of years. So
Yeah, so yeah, I
anything
understand
we
what you're
would
doing.
know about is long since dead.
Okay.
Because what you know is things are out there that could kill you. He's thinking it's a 300-year-old virus. We've already been through this. Your cousin, blah blah blah, gave me snot run for like 3 months, and that could kill the people on the ship. if
I've
there's
just
people on the
heard
ship.
stories that there are things out there other than viruses.
But it's not showing anything on the ship.
This is a normal argument that you guys have had many a time.
All right. You know, I said what needed to be said.
It's not
What-
my decision. It's everybody's decision.
whatever the majority of the crew want to do.
So, as I said, you can pack it up, put it in
Game
in
over,
storage,
man.
and look at it in storage. You guys can go on in your vac suits. You just were out there for 9 hours. You know your vac suits are good. You've got a refresh of oxygen. You guys can go out there and see what's up.
Is John back?
Yeah. You guys can see what's up. Or you can slag the whole thing, burn it up, and take it in as solid metal. Or you can report it back and do like a signal chain and find a VIN number and send it back to Mother and see if there's a...
As engineer, what would be your recommendation, Kevin?
I know I'm giving you a lot of options, but it's... You
Slag
can
it
send
and,
it back
slag
and
it
see
and
if there's...
bring in, or put it in tow, or cut it up in sections and put it in the hold. What do you think?
Until we know what ship it is, I wouldn't. It could be worth more intact than as ore.
So, like you said, to bring it into the hold, we got to at least
Take off the panels.
Yeah.
Everything's modular. You just have to take off the panels because it's just too tight. And you don't want it when it's into the hold where you have to land it, and so it could be strapped in.
Can the cutting lasers do that, or do we have to do that manually?
It's next to fuel lines and engines. You could do it with the cutting lasers, but you have a chance of blowing up the whole thing.
So, doing it manually, what do we
think
do?
of it like a hooded car.
Oh, we just
Yeah.
like unclamp. Okay.
And then shove the pieces inside.
Okay. I have to use the restroom.
Mhm.
I'll be right
It's space. Everything's made to be, if we need to fix it, we can fix it. Cool. So what are your thoughts?
For what?
I know you said you want to bring it in.
I just think if we're gonna look into it, it's easier if it's in our hold, so we can have an atmosphere instead of needing to walk around in vac suits. And
Mm-hmm. I was hoping Kevin would harp on there could be raiders, there could be someone else. If we bring it in, then they're in the ship. Not disease.
anything that's in there would have been long since
Yeah.
dead in the cold of space for hundreds of years.
I was hoping as a military person he would harp more on if there's a robot in there, if there's an android in there, now we have it on our ship. If we have it on here, it could do that. Not. Once again, you guys aren't really in the know for aliens.
No, I didn't think we were supposed to.
Common people don't fucking know. There's just a joke of who's going to find it. Who's going to find it first? All right, so you guys have. Okay. Oh, and that's the last one. So you have bring it in. Well, bring it in and sell it, or yeah. Right now, your choice is bring it in, don't bring it in, and then it's destroy it. We'll say you get 50 ore. Report it. So what has happened is you guys did a small bit of mining. I was showing them the mechanics of rolling and not rolling. Due to a failure on the mining laser and shooting you guys and having you guys feel like you might fall off the asteroid, you gained a little bit of stress. And then because our scientists started talking out loud saying, after you mined, you found a ship out in the asteroid cluster that you're at. Because asteroid belts are dangerous. Because think of the newest Alien movie, where it just starts crashing into the asteroid belt. It's dangerous. You don't go through asteroid belts. They suck.
Yeah.
You guys were mining on an asteroid or a meteorite, made your way out in space. You got a whole bunch of ore. You made your money worth. You saw a glint out in the thing. You pointed it out. There is a ship you found. It is completely dead. There is no more signature. You try to report it. There's nothing there. There are no cold spots. There are no hot spots. And you're looking for cold spots to see if there's cold storage.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is black from a scorch. And what your scientist was trying to tell you is that it could have been a failed jump drive. So, like, you jumped and it was a failure, so you came out of warp, so you came, or you hit some type of atmosphere. There was a bubble of air that it hit the air and it burnt off the whole outside, like telling you horrible things that can happen at any given time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a given. And
Yeah, so space wants you dead, so all of the outside markings are burnt off, but there's no obvious damage, like there was a raider ship, it got blasted with something, it's all scorched.
mm-hmm.
What was your other one that you picked? I know you got the one that gave you the bonuses. Humans were the first, but what was your other one?
It was the Teamster,
Hmm.
and that was the one who I thought was this one.
Okay.
No, I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
I
if-
just used the top one. If you're not using the top one, you can just transfer the stress to the other one. I wasn't sure which one you were going to use.
Yeah, this one.
So however you want to play that.
Okay. And
that was your military guy.
yeah, because there was this.
Without covering it, because I know you'll have more fun with it. This just means that when you sit down and you try to do something,
Mhm.
you originally thought you were this. You lost your memory due to a military mishap,
Yep.
but you have that type of background, so you
Right.
can do one of those things,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll get a bonus in his field or the other field.
Gotcha.
But when you sit down, you don't think about it.
Oops, sorry. Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
Does that help you with that?
They're chocolate chip muffins. They are not gluten free, just like you know.
Did you?
Connie made them. When we worked for me.
They are glutinous.
For your anniversary? Happy belated, I think.
Nope. No, that's not till
May.
Oh.
Like May 14th.
Yep.
So, okay. Sure, if I could have one.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I forgot to pause that. That's just me going. Whatever. I could delete that later. Delete. Silence. Go back to normal.
Yeah, the boys are curled up together on the bed behind the piles of dirty clothes.
The one got a treat, ate the whole treat. The other one didn't. So.
He doesn't like a lot of stuff.
Bebo, yeah, he's very.
He likes those cranberry ones. That's about it.
Hey, he started eating it. I'm glad I found something that he likes. And it's good for him. It is
Right.
actually really good for him. All right. So, here are your choices. It has been posed up between the group from the captain, the clanker, and the group of you guys. You have the choice of bringing the ship in because it could fit in your cargo bay, but it's a little too wide to strap down. You need to take off the panel with the one engine. Very easy to take off. There's like Jeep clamps that you go in, IKEA clamps, where you spin the thing and it pulls in the bolt. You just have to undo a couple of the bolts, and the panel comes off, and you can take out the engine or that one section, and then it'll float right into your cargo bay. Because you guys know if you do a spin, you get gravity. No, this is the future. You flip the switch, you have gravity. You take off the switch, you don't have gravity. Future. So you can push it in, clamp it, and then it's good. You guys can leave it outside, investigate it, figure it out. There are no markings on the outside because of how burnt it is. Something has happened which set off the scientists, and the scientists freaked out, thinking, oh my god, this could happen to us. We could have one bad jump. We could destroy our jump track. We could be stuck, and it could be years before we even make it back to the planet. It takes us weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, like months, to get back on normal thrusters. And if we destroyed our thrusters and we were just trying to do sublight, it would take us it's kind of like how long the satellite's been going. That we launched it in 1998, and it's finally past Jupiter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it could be years, and you did not store enough cryofuel for you guys to freeze for that long. One of you guys could, but not all of you guys. So who's going to die?
Right.
Like, he's freaking out. So you guys have the choice of going on there and figuring out what's up. If you guys you can report this back to Mother and figure out if this is a specific ship, so you guys can get a money reward. The reward might be bigger than what you can get. Or you could sell the entire thing on the black market and sell it piecemeal. You can make a lot of money. You could make a couple of million if you sell the whole thing piecemeal. You might make $1 million from the reward. Or you can make 500,000 on ore and you never have to worry about it. It's your choice. Military person saying that there's things out there they could have gotten on the ship. This could be raiders. He doesn't want it on the ship. Kevin saying it's much easier to go through it if it's on our ship. What would be your choice? And the captain says she's getting paid no matter what.
Do you guys have any opinions, or?
We just said our opinions.
That was our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Those were our two characters.
Doesn't want it
opinions.
on the ship, but figure it out.
I say it's easier to work on it if it's on the ship.
yeah,
Just take the thing off and get it in the ship, and
And then you can go through it.
yeah.
Or you could just go out with your spacesuits and go out there.
or you just cut it up into melt it down and stick it in with the other ore. And well done.
So, do we have any way of scanning the inside of the ship?
Nope. Well, there's nothing in the ship.
Oh, there isn't.
Between the sonar,
There's no living.
and heat sensors,
Mm-hmm.
from what it can see,
That's right. You
it's
said
all
the-
one straight temperature. So that means there's no life signs, there's no not.
Mhm.
And there's this big bay window.
Mhm. So,
Now our ship is pretty close to it.
Closest relative. You're not like from us to our cars. You're far enough that
You couldn't see in the windows.
Yeah.
I would say you probably have to be outside in space in your vac suit.
you have arms. You can grab the ship and bring it towards you, so you can
Right.
look into it. But you have
Right,
to get,
and I would imagine like our ship must have beacon lights, like to check things. Like,
Yeah. Every mining laser that moves up in the front has a light on it. So
why
you
don't
can track
why don't we use our arms, the ship mining arms, to bring it closer, flood the viewport with lights, and see if we can see anything from the flight deck.
Think of it right now. You're from here to the flower shop. Like, you're staying far enough away if it blows or there's
Right.
some type of explosion or something like that. It's not going to bother you.
Okay.
But so if raiders are there, they can't.
A flower shop. I thought this was a flower shop.
So you're it's still relative. You're still talking about a 80 square yards. That's 800 square. No, 80 square yards is 80 times, right? 80 times 3. It would be 240
What are you
square
trying to
feet.
compare to?
just trying to think of how big it would be. It would be the equivalent of like 4 buses. It's big.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are a small warehouse. How?
We must be.
I'm trying to think of how big 200 square yards is for your cargo,
Each square yard is 9 square feet.
which is about the size of the table, like here, right? Cubes. If you cut the room to here, about so it's here to John and over 9 square feet. So you have 200 of those in your cargo. So it's big. That's why you cannot go into you cannot go atmosphere borne. So, John, you're the tiebreaker. What are you doing?
I like the idea of bringing it in a little closer and then like shining the lights inside of it, and then if it's safe,
And then
taking off what we needed to take off to get it inside the cargo bay.
All right.
And then
So it's a very easy thing to do for the guy. Trained pilot. He has his android counterpart. They're yelling at each other. You hear, "Arr! No, not that way. The other way. No, more burn. Not that much. Ah." And the other guy's, "Yes, I know. This is how much I should. Don't tell me what I'm doing." And they work together almost in perfect sync, even though that you hear the grumble and the grunts and the Clanker doesn't really know how to do it. You should do it by feel. I'm doing it by math. I'm doing it by heart. And you get up there and you grab it. The arms come out. Same thing. You got one set of arms that's grabbing underneath. You have this set of arms. Like, these arms are literally built like that. And then they fold out. And they come out. It grabs here. Anchors on. Anchors on. Anchors on. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He takes his time. He's in no rush. It shows you why your benefactor is paying him. And he turns on the spotlight. And you guys see that there are a bunch of crash harnesses. There's a bunch of seats here. I know I have a better marker than that. Here. You have a captain seat, another seat, and then like a crash bench that you can see. You can see in here there's kind of like a bar, a whole bunch of glasses, some type of thing here. But right here, you have a person strapped to his seat, and he is quite obviously dead, dressed nice, in the position in his crash harness.
Does the body show any sign of decay?
It's frozen.
Huh?
It's frozen.
Oh, frozen. Okay.
There's no air.
But that's the only.
He would know this.
That's
I don't need you to roll.
That's the only.
Visible person.
Okay.
And because you failed your thing, that was the one point of stress.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Game over.
Captain,
man.
yeah. Captain doesn't care.
Game over.
If you guys, no, maybe, no, I wouldn't have you roll because you already rolled for this.
Okay, so.
So you guys have already you feel the adrenaline going. You see this. You he's like, you see, ran out of fuel, nothing. The life support died in his chair.
Okay, let's suit up,
Coming up with different.
get out there,
Man.
unclamp the side strat, and haul her in. What do you think? Okay.
That was my idea.
Okay. So, as a Marine, someone who's used to handling heavy equipment, I'll volunteer as one of the people to suit up and go out to help to clamp.
You and the Teamster would be able to do that.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Teamster, this is Teamster and the engineer. Just, yeah. And it's not really heavy. It's space. And then it starts
do
moving.
you think it should be me and John or you and John?
If it's just you, you're good at heavy machinery.
Right.
You're not good at engineering.
Okay. So
you're good at gun shooting, fighting.
Yep.
you and I, Jeff? Or you
I
and
would
John?
say the Teamster and me.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm the engineer, mechanical repair, jury rigging is my trained skill. So
Yeah, and I'm trained in jury rigging and industrial equipment, plus 0G, so.
I'll stay up with the captain and the bot.
You can go in the cargo hold and be helpful.
right,
in the
because then you
cargo
can.
hold.
Oh,
once
okay.
we float
All right.
pieces over, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other workers in the cargo hold?
Yeah, there's like two. There's old Jim and another, like a spry guy who's in there, and they're
Okay.
just running about. They're your extra. You guys can. You have a ship of 15. You have 15 crew members.
Okay.
15 cryopods. You guys are only 8 out of the 15. There's 4 more people, so there's 12. You have room for 3 more if anyone pops up.
Okay.
So you have 3 more cryopods.
Okay.
Like if your benefactor wants to come, or sometimes the benefactor and his kid has come to like go into space. He wanted to show them space and
Right.
stuff like that. You guys have gone out on a trip. He's fed you guys for the yearly
Excuse me.
yearly festival thing that you guys have made it back and haven't died. We're gonna cook some burgers in space. And you're like, I just want to see the sun. And he's like, no, burgers in space. I'm like, okay,
Jeez.
pizza party, real pizza with real cheese.
Yeah.
He imported cows so he can give you cheese.
Yay. Space cows.
It's not a protein-based thing that looks like cheese. It's real cheese. And he's all excited. Yeah.
They're high methane space cows. All right. So
You have to watch out with bloat, then they float.
yeah.
So if you guys are doing this, it's fine. You guys, I don't see a reason why, if you are going to take your time and you're not going to do this quick.
Yeah, we
because
don't
there's
have to rush. There's no reason to
There's
rush.
no rush. Just remember, if you start getting attacked or something like that and you want to rush, then you have to roll. But right now, there is no rush. I'm not going to make you roll. You guys can take your time and push it in. You guys have already failed your one check that, yes, this is spooky. You freaked out about the ship. I don't need you to roll again about that. Just whenever the next thing happens. Guys start taking it off. You unclamp it. You help move stuff. You have your mag boots because you guys bought mag boots. You're clamped on the side of the ship. And you take off that piece of engine. And you now have a Class 1 freighter inside your thing. And your cargo hold. So this is
Pretty much full. This will fill it.
So you had compartments. Think science space. You have from the floor really thin monofilament cargos that pop up. So they're containers that come up out of the floor that are pretty much, they fold almost flat and they pop up, and then you can put the ore in there so it doesn't fly around. And then you pop up the next one and it pushes that one up and it pushes that one up, and they're all interlocking things. So you have all of your ore on one side of the ship. This is in there. Hence one of the reasons why you needed to take it off. You have shit in there already. and this ship goes in. So you could write on your manifest that you have a. What did I say it was?
Class 1 freighter.
A Class 1 light commercial. And that takes up 100 units. Because of strapping it down and putting it down and how big it is and the extra parts and to make sure it's nowhere near any fuel or lighting source and that you can get into it. It takes up space. It's not just the ship itself, it's the straps and everything. Okay. What are you doing? And it's like this right here. That's in your cargo hold. You flood it with air. You guys can find some ports if you guys want to look and find some ports to hook up power to it so it gets power, or you can pop open the door and let the air flood in.
Both.
Right now you have your right now you have the cargo hold. They sucked out all the oxygen.
Yeah.
You close the door, they pumped in the oxygen, so the whole cargo hold has oxygen inside of it. So the ship is oxygenated. Once you pop open the doors, the oxygen will flow in. You have characters. You're in a cargo hold. You're no longer clamp.
Well, you got to see if we can get the door open.
Yeah. So you're no longer clamp. It's like strap comes up, strap comes down, strap comes up, strap comes down. It's in there. It's bolted in. You have little like docking rings, and it's
a children's book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is ABCs with Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like little pocket rings and whatnot. It's still the same thing. It's just obviously something had happened, and the whole ship got scorched. The whole outside. The outside of the metal is burnt, but you can still do the hatches and stuff like that. You can, but it's up to you. Are you plugging it into your ship?
Do we have?
I wouldn't plug it in.
Do we,
Oh yeah, you weren't.
We must have some external power packs or something.
Yeah, you probably have a
connect them
generator.
to it.
50-50 if you have a. No, you would have power packs. You might
Like
have
a
to
generator kind of thing.
You might have to
connect it to.
MacGyver something so it fits into this 300.
I think I can do that.
So
That's one of my skills.
to re-explain, I did a deep dive into the history. A lot of this is messed up because you have some people who want to be futuristic, like sci-fi, and a lot of people who are grimdark, and people who are sci-fi forgot about grimdark. Reason why things are so hard is because the AI evolution went to the point of, cool, I have these really cool ships. I can do this. They had spaceships that they could hit a button and it automatically closed the door. You can control everything from your armrest. But then the AI generation and the robots made it so they could just pick up your signal, hack it, and now they control your ship.
Right.
And they started seeing high thievery where you can have it come to you and land on the platform.
Yeah.
Well, as it was coming towards you, it would just fly off. And they were stealing it.
Right.
Then they made thumb-sized robots, caterpillar robots, that were able to bore into your ship, get into your ship, and you wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And they would hit the button on your desktop saying, yes, autopilot to this place. So it would send, hey, would you like... this ship is sending docking things so you could dock, and your robots and your mother could talk to each other so it could dock together.
Yeah.
You just needed to hit the button. So they were like, oh, well, we're going to make it so you have to hit a button. Well, the thumb-sized robots could hit the button.
Right.
So now the reason why Alien, they have these huge things to undo everything, it's because a little thumb-sized robot can't do that. You physically have to make the decision to autopilot, not autopilot. They made these huge levers, so you just don't have this like little robot that goes,
Yeah.
and then your whole ship is taken over. So a lot of the Wi-Fi and range things got taken back because they realized it's so easy to take over a ship.
Right.
And if a ship costs $500 million, you're not just making it so someone can have it fly away.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's more dark and dreary, so it's more like Gundam where you actually have to be in it and someone physically has to be there so it's safe.
Well, what I was going to ask is, does our ship have anything like a medic or anything like that?
Yeah, you have a med bay, and your benefactor has
You have a med pod.
given you a med pod.
Because
Like, is there a medical specialist on the ship? Like a doctor, nurse?
The med pod is the medical specialist. You toss
Okay.
anyone in there, you say, "Hey, this is
Like,
the amount of
diagnose
credits.
them
This
and-
is how much credits I'm willing to spend," and they can replace a leg. They can.
Oh,
It's like the movie where it's the laser. It's a whole tube. It goes in. It can
Yeah.
cut open. It can take out things. It can replace organs. It can replace eyes.
oh, okay.
Med pods are fancy. They are $7 million. They are 7 million credits. You have one on your ship.
Wow.
If it gets destroyed, you have to pay for it. No expense spared. But that's what I was saying. You rolled for a med pod. Med pod is a medical specialist.
To the company store.
Yeah. The med pod is a medical specialist. As long as you have
Okay.
power to it, it can do anything. And as long as it has some of your scrap, it'll pull in scrap and it'll make nanites in the pod, and it will make organs with the nanites. And it will just all clamp together and make stuff.
What's the doctor's name in Voyager?
the
The doctor
Doctor.
Oh, okay.
Doc.
doesn't have a name.
He's a hologram.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
So you have that.
Yeah, but he does not have a name.
All right. So.
So I would say connect an external power supply, not something connect to our own ship.
Good idea. You're learning. Yes. My students don't learn. I'm excited about this. It's so hard to teach them shit like this. What's up?
I said that he's watched things.
Yeah, I have gotten to. I have a bunch of those slingy animals to tell them to, do a Arcana check or a search check or anything for the room, because they've killed a deity's wife without seeing if there was an image on her. Just a person in the robe. They attacked the first
John,
person
I
in the robe
think
and
we've
killed
seen
them.
that actor. The doctor. Cardo was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was at the creature feature
Mhm.
convention. He was a guest.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a guest speaker on stage.
So just roll me. So it's either intelligence or whatever things, because you have your
I have
jury
jury
rigging.
rigging as a skill, so
Yeah.
Well, he's
and
actually
mechanical repair.
in the
Okay,
Starfleet
so you get a
Academy
plus
show
15.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
as the same
Or-
character.
Wow.
No, it's plus 10, plus 15, because it's the same line, so you could use the same thing. So it's a plus 25.
And what am I rolling against? Intelligence.
Yeah, whichever one that you want, because it wouldn't be speed, it wouldn't be combat, it wouldn't be strength. So intelligence.
And I still failed. 25, because I have a 73.
All right.
Can I try?
No, he's going to succeed. Just you first hooked it up to the backup forklift generator, and you
And it
blew
wasn't
that.
enough.
And it wasn't enough, and it burnt out because it's a small power pack, and you were like, "Oh, this should do it." And so you blew up I think it's a $1,000 generator. It just starts sparking and everything. And like, damn.
Oh, well, we'll make more of this.
Yeah. So just you owe 1,000 credits
No.
to rebuy that generator. It's gonna suck because you blew out the solenoid.
Smithers, who's that?
You might be able to
lady in section
Fix it,
5?
but right now you owe a generator. But then you go, okay, let me do this right. You take your time, you do it. First one you fail. Second one, you learned your lesson. You figured out this wasn't positive, this was negative. It was back.
Oh.
and then you plug in the right ports.
If I try to reverse the polarity,
Yeah, it backfires and blows up your generator.
Or it's like trying to putting in a USB stick the wrong way the first time, and then the second time, and
Yeah.
the third time.
I think it's more grinding down the big side of your plug and plugging in the wrong way,
Oh yeah.
and the whole house goes. But at least it's only a generator you kill.
Right.
So, one generator down, you went, okay, it's this way. Old school, the person sucks. That's it. No thing. You are an engineer. It is your specialty. You would know to stand back, hit the button. It blew up on you, and you went, You stayed it safe.
I was watching something on TV about the history of electricity, and
Edison's first mate did that wrong because something happened and it blew up on him.
Well, he was very adamant about DC. It's going to be just DC, and I think I don't know if it was Tesla was going to have
AC.
an alternate. Yeah.
But they needed to figure out how to do a transformer, and the guy died making a transformer because he put the wrong polarity on.
But there were a lot of accidents with things that Edison was selling because alternating. Yeah.
Well, DC is direct current, and it's very deadly because it has high.
Right.
Because there's voltage and then there's amperage. DC has high amperage, very easy to kill you. But AC has straight voltage, which is you can do a step down, so it's lower.
Right.
But when you're carrying across the lines, it's enough to melt metal. So it's much higher.
Right.
So there was accidents on both sides.
Right.
Just alternating, as long as you had a step down, it's safe. You just and you're like, ow. Like you did to me.
Oh, I so sorry about that.
I thought you said turn the electricity back on.
I keep thinking about, remember Far Out Space Nuts? I said lunch, not lunch.
So you power up the ship. The outside things start turning on. You see a couple of lights on the inside start turning on. Power is there, but it's not. You're not fueling the whole ship. You're on life support. You start hearing the life support go, and surprisingly, when you try the door opens, and gases come in. But it's not as bad as if you didn't hook up the ship. It's not sucking in, but it's still only one atmosphere. It's not like, oh my God. It's just like,
Yeah.
It's like getting too close to a truck and you feel the. So as the life support starts going on, you hit the button and it opens. You see a big entryway, nice steps. The steps start trying to come out and it's like, and it stops. You see a little bit of ice in the gear. And it looks fancy. So you're on that hatch or this hatch or whichever hatch you want. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
So move your character over.
Well, I was just connecting the power. Who's going in?
Yeah. You were connecting. I was saying, like, right here would be where the connect power is, or right over there, and then you just hit, like, you went. Would you have hit the button for the door to have it open? Just to see. Yeah. You hit the button.
Where things are working.
Yeah. You hit the button, the door opens, and the little gangway tries to come out, and it doesn't. So, which door are you going in?
Who's going in?
So
we're at the door. The door opened.
So the ship is now in our hold.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
You just spent all that time bringing it in.
Yep.
Okay.
So now there's atmosphere, so we don't need spacesuits to go inside.
You have big crates of ore here. We'll just use this as that. You have You have a gangplank that comes down.
Like we're
down
pretending
that
this is
way.
the
cargo
the hold
hold.
now. Okay.
Yeah, you have a gangplank here. Here's up to the other things. This goes down. There is multiple shipping crates here of ore.
Okay.
And this,
The cargo hold is very full now.
yeah, like this is all ore. That's why I said, like, you have monofilament things that, like, you pull up,
Mhm.
and it's paper size, and it's really structural, and it goes up.
Okay.
And it just kind of folds up like a box.
Okay.
And the next one folds up underneath that, and the next one folds up underneath that. And you have storage, and it's all on the next side.
Okay.
So you park this right in the center.
Well, being the Marine, I'm gonna go in fully combat attired, just in case there are any hostiles on the transport. And my character's gonna make a suggestion out loud, to the captain too, and that
He
is,
doesn't care. He's on the bridge.
oh, so who's coming in with me?
I mean, I'll go in because I want to make sure the ship is
Okay.
working. And
My suggestion is, maybe we should head for the bridge to see if we can access the records. Like does a typical ship in the alien
Always.
universe carry like sort of a black box? Where we
Always.
can
there
access
should be something so we can tell what ship it is. That was the whole point
Right.
of bringing it in. So
like a log, so we can,
Yeah. It's just,
oh my God, I've been locked in this for 5 days. It's almost here. It's almost here. No, something,
it's just everyone keeps it somewhere different, because if you kept it all in the same place, the raiders would know where it is.
Okay.
Some places it's on the main cabin. Some places it's in engineering. Other places it's in the captain's safe.
yeah, but there'll be like a plaque or something somewhere of some kind that tells us the name of the ship.
Oh yeah. No, if you go to the main computer, because the main computer, you can
Now that
see
we've
some.
powered it up,
The,
it should be.
the computer is on base power, so
Okay.
the computers will. You could type in stuff. It doesn't have enough power to like do thrusters.
But as far as like official crew entries, we don't know where that is. We'd have to look.
You could probably see most of that through the main computer.
Okay. All right.
Most of that stuff isn't hidden, unless someone specifically hid it. But if you guys are doing journal entries like, hey, this is this, and you're putting it in a ship's log, it's like Star Trek. All the computers are tied together.
Okay.
The rest of the computers wouldn't let you do thrusters, only the main ones would. So the main ones would have the best. And in the captain's quarters, he probably has a specific one that has more of a manifest and other stuff like that, journal, type down things. Like it's more, personal laptop.
Right.
But personal laptop that's beefy, that's connected to the computer. And you guys have an actual computer room, like has sealed in. You need a key card to get into it, and it can send deep space signals back to Mother.
Okay.
They might have it, but you don't know. You're in a room.
Okay.
It's a nice opening room.
Okay.
To the left, there's like a vent, little port hatchway, and there's a door in front.
Okay. Which way do you think we should go, Kev?
Towards the bridge.
Okay.
That's the goal.
So this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
That pops in. You have a door down here. You have a door right here. And you have a hallway that comes this way with maybe a hatch that goes this way, but over here is only like, this is 7 feet tall. Over here would be like 15 if you're doing up and down. So it's it's like this. So 10.
So I guess
So it's 10 feet high there.
I guess we're going.
It's sloping down and sloping down that
I guess
way.
we're going this way.
Yep. There's a big open hatchway, and that's completely open, and you can get into the main room.
Okay.
And there's another door over here. But yeah, no, there's door here. Small hatchway, door here. Door here. And this is your big round door that goes to the main. Alright.
All right. So on the bridge,
Checking all of his corners. With his blaster.
I am going to approach the lone pilot. I've got my my weapon out, which is
Submachine
my
gun. SMG.
submachine gun,
Mhm.
and I'm just scanning the body for any obvious wounds. On the outside, like
You have a
cuts.
scanner?
No, like cuts,
There
punctures.
are no
Visually scanning, or do you have a?
Well, I have a heads-up display,
I was taking
body
the
cam.
HUD. You have a little thingy,
Okay.
a little thing. You're looking at it, but it's not like scanner. It's
No, I know.
think
I
of
know.
Apple glasses
Yeah.
where it's projecting into it. You can see, but it's alien, so it's like you can see the dot. You can see hey door here in the darkness. So it's like very bad cheat.
Like any obvious wounds that
Like
show
80s graphics.
Yeah.
show
So
like
it's completely dark room. You just see the dotted line of the room and door. Like it can see, but it's not giving you the thermal.
It should be brighter in here though, because
Yeah.
the window is open
But
to the
no
cargo
obvious.
hold.
But
So.
he is starting to drip.
starting to drip.
Yeah.
Well, he's inside the
Oh,
ship now.
oh.
He's not frozen anymore.
Oh,
He's defrosting.
He's defrostiating.
okay.
He was there, but no obvious like gun wound. He didn't blow his brains out. There's no weapon or anything there. There is a glass of something.
A glass.
Yeah, there's a glass that has a little bit of liquid in it, but it was frozen and it slowly. You can see it slowly melt.
Um,
Well, it melting at a decent rate.
as
You know
the
it's not water.
as the
I'm
engineer.
gonna check with the computer.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Check if it's on.
Yeah, no, you can type into it.
I'm looking for like the last entries and whatever.
There,
The last things that happened, or if there's anything.
since you have gone to the computer.
Yep.
The computer says that it needs a code. But written beside the computer is a code. Like in Sharpie.
Not very bright people. Okay, well, I'll take the code in. Guess they always kept forgetting it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, like it's on the bottom of the keyboard.
Yeah.
No.
Pick a password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the combination to my luggage.
Yeah.
You type in the code. It says opening, user, scroll of text. And before you touch anything, video pops up. You can tell it's this gentleman. This gentleman's blue and puffy. But definitely you could tell that this is a gentleman who goes, this is day 137. Our jump failed. My crew is still frozen. Mother woke me up and had me try resetting the coordinates. We were unable to fix our drive. And out of the year 2183 after the company, so after AC, I'm not waking the crew. I'm giving them the best of luck. Life support's failing. This is the end of my road. I failed. I'm sorry. If you can find my wife, we're on Justino 5, one of the space colonies. You know that colony is blown up, become a city. If you see her, if she's still alive, I'm sorry. The company won this time. We have, as I said, I'm going to let them live as long as they can. I don't think we're going to make it. It's not worth it. It's not worth their stress. We all know this is eventuality. This could happen. Just tell my daughter I'm sorry. By the time you get this, she might have already grown up, lived a whole life, and passed away. I may never even see my grandchildren. Good luck, people. And he holds up a glass of whiskey. And he puts it down. As you can see, he starts getting tired, and we just couldn't make it. And you just start seeing him sloop over. And he just passes out.
Okay.
And you can see, like, looking back, like, in this message is, here's the code. I need you guys to be able to open up the cryosports. Here's the password. I'm making this easy for you guys because I don't know how long it's going to be.
Open up the cargo what?
The crew passengers.
Oh, okay.
You need the code.
You know, the cryopods.
Yeah.
Here's the password for the ship. Please take care of them. Good luck.
Do we know the name of the ship? And who
It is the Justino. It is record 23855-835. From your record, you guys are in 3100 AC.
Right.
He just said that this was 26, so it's been floating for 400 years.
Was it a company ship or a
Whaling,
private transport?
Was a Whaling ship. So, a competitor to you guys. But it doesn't look like on the manifest or anything else like that there is a bigwig on board. Just regular space travelers, scientists who are moving back and forth.
It's like just a transport.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need you guys to give me a fear save. Because once again, he already started you guys off.
Just them, though, right?
Are you not in the ship with them?
I don't think he is. I think it was just us.
No? Okay. So then just them.
I didn't pass mine. Mine's fear was only 18, so.
A 12.
Because you have to get below it, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, Kev.
18! How am I going to get lower than an 18? I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
That's pretty bad.
His character is easily spooked. And
I rolled 2d10 and only got 8. And then added 10, so it only gave me an 18.
The other thing about his character is that if he gets stressed, we all take stress points. If
I fail a sanity.
If he fails a sanity roll, we all get that happened already.
If this is just for you, give me another point of stress. Let's hope you don't fail a thing that actually... Or, no. Because you failed it 2 times in a row, you need to give me a... a stress roll. See if you lock up or anything or other stuff like that. Does this get to you? So you're rolling a d20 and you're trying to roll over your 5.
Six.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my God, I was so cutting it so close.
Yep. So you're fine. So because it happened twice. Because it happened twice. That's just that. It's a panic effect. But you guys are good. It's getting to you. Your conspiracy theories are coming out. Like maybe the company wanted this person dead. These usually you have more than one jump drive. Like people.
Game over, man.
People make sure that you can get back. If this was just a transporter, he would have had some type of backup. But this was 400 years ago, and they failed much easier. ... So yeah. All right. Now what? There is a bar to the right of you. There's food services on the left, but the food services, it looks like he went through it all. There's no more food. What do you want to do? Let's say because you open it up, like this goes to engineering. It's a big room for engines. There's a copy of that over here. So engine. Back here, cryopods. And then you have the pods themselves that run along the sides, as well as the ceiling. You have another hallway this way. Doors there. Doors there. You have a port. You have a bed. You have a bed. You have a bed. And just like stuff. Cargo. And cargo. So the whole map. You have the layout. You
We
see.
can check the cryopods. I don't think anybody's
Yeah.
still going to be
You see
alive because
there
there was
is-
no power. But
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
no more units of fuel. He has burnt all of his fuel. There is no more. There is no more reactor. The reactor has completely died. There is no more cryofuel.
Oh, so
It has gone out.
So based on
Maybe
this,
100
on this
years ago?
final entry, do we know what caused? Was it the jump, the failed jump, that caused the breakdown?
isn't that what he said?
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I
Like
did say
like
that.
by failing the jump.
He went into hyperspace, so he went faster than
Okay.
the bubble popped, and he was thrust into normal space, which means that you're going faster than you should,
Okay.
which burns up everything on entry, and you started flying.
So
And
they have no more energy. So
Yeah.
like, there's not much
So
you can do.
so life supports and heat and
so he was in the middle of nowhere. So he was halfway between his destination. The jump failed.
right.
Burnt up the whole outside because the bubble popped and he was exposed to the warp. Popped out of the warp, and it's one of those weird. Technically, when you're in the warp, you're moving. When you're not in the warp, it's because the bubble is moving you. You're not physically moving. The space is moving around you. So you pop out, and you're not really. There's no momentum. That's why spaceships, they fly into a galaxy and they stop.
Mhm.
Because the bubble is moving and you stop. You're not moving in the bubble is moving.
Right.
It pops, but he was exposed to part of the warp and it burnt the whole outside of his ship. And he was just kind of tumbling, right, got straight, flew as far as he could, did sublight thrusters as far as he could. It's been 400 years before he got here.
And without energy, no
just-
heat,
Yeah,
Life
he
support.
waited for life support to die.
and
So
Right.
no more oxygen, anything else like that.
they just froze.
With everything else, everything just started freezing.
Okay.
And this is an eventuality. This can happen. That's why he's freaking out, because he's like, I told you this could happen. This could happen at any time.
Get yourself together, man. Compose
So-
yourself.
So do
Are
I
you
have it-
walking this back? Because he's
well,
not there.
now that we know the name,
Yeah.
can call back and like have them look up and see if there's any type of reward for returning the ship or
Are you going to? Well, actually, do I have any way of? Do they have like radios or anything like that on them?
yeah, that's what I said. I just called back and said what the name of the ship was.
So, because I was going to say, hey, how you guys making out there? And then,
So they can look up and see it.
so you're not.
So he's
Relay
giving you
the-
the ship name, company name, and manifest name. So you can go to Mother.
And we tell John
Yeah.
what we found.
Yeah, you can go into Mother. You can use your
Yeah.
passcode, and then you can contact back just like da-da-da-da-da-da.
Captain's last
And
entry.
it's deep space, so it's like a relay warp that it costs so much money to do it, but it's as long as it's beneficial to the company, they pay for it. If you're sexting, it's 100 credits a text.
Captain's last entry indicated that he miscalculated the jump, came out too soon, ship's systems went down, and he and the crew just froze.
And there's no fuel, no cryo fuel, nothing. So everybody is.
And looks like they've been in this state for about 400 years. Maybe the company might even want to put this one on in a museum.
No, they're gonna take it.
Put a museum
Rehaul
and charge entry.
No, they're gonna
refurbish it.
Oh,
refurbish it, and call it an antique. Say, hey, you want to fly an antique? Put up new engines, make sure that it's safer, and charge people 3 times as much for a found mystery space ghost vessel.
Oh.
Make more money that way.
Oh.
People died on the ship. Can you feel their spirits? Do you feel the cold coming from this window?
As far as game mechanics go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys, what are you doing on the ship?
So I suggest to them that maybe they should check out the cryopods to see if we can find out who else, or would that be in the crew manifest?
Everything will be in the computer who was on the ship.
It what?
Who was on the ship?
Yeah, would yeah.
Or at least confirm it, double check everything. Make sure nobody's gone missing or whatever. Excuse me. Did not sleep well last night.
Did you hear the wind last night?
Yes, although I usually sleep with earplugs, but
Oh.
I use a CPAP machine too, so that when the power went out, that woke me up because the airflow stopped, and it's like.
Like when you're sleeping upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have the earplugs, could you hear all the traffic?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of noises.
People yelling.
Usually not that time of night, but when we're in the living room there trying to watch TV, it's a constant, especially in the summer when all the.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Are you cleaning out the ship? Are you making sure the batteries are
What happens in
dead?
the summer?
Oh, motorcycles go up and down this road all the time, and like every day we get ambulances, fire engines. How many times a day would you say? Like,
Yeah, it's a major thoroughfare.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely makes Benefit Street seem like a quiet back road by comparison.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Here's your mother message. Because you're on the ship, you wouldn't know. So what are you doing? You're on the ship. Are you checking the bar? Are you checking the cryopods? Or like, what are you guys doing?
You want to check the cryopods? Like,
I mean, everybody will be dead, but yeah, I guess. Since there was no cryo fuel. It's used up.
Here's the thing. If
They were frozen. See, now they're in the ship, so they're going to start thawing, and they're going to start smelling because they're going to be dead.
no, like,
so we better.
they like the whole objective of being put in cryogenics is you're frozen,
Yes.
Correct.
At a certain temperature.
and now they're still frozen.
No, they're not, because the cryo fuel ran out. So they're no longer cryo chambers. They're just boxes.
Like coffee.
They were frozen because they were in space.
Right.
We've now brought them on the ship.
So,
They're exposed to our temperatures
Well,
in our air.
If you're cryogenically frozen,
you are cold
and then
in
that
space.
and then that is no longer functioning, but it's still a frozen atmosphere. Wouldn't that just
your
keep going?
space isn't as cold as you think.
It was while they were in space.
Liquid
Oh.
hydrogen is colder
So
than space.
it's not cold enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Also, it's not
They would have thawed
also
from
not-
the.
the same anytime you would be near a star or anything else. There would be fluctuations. So, like, part of you could melt.
Okay.
It's like being in a fridge that
And you're not.
like the door gets too warm and your ice pops melt.
You're in
That could be like your
cryo
legs.
sleep, but you're still. You're
It's-
metabolizing just very, 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 very slowly.
It's also you are plugged in. You are so cold. They have replaced your blood with a blood-like substance, so your cells don't burst.
Okay.
So
all
the
that
cryo fuel
stops.
is technically liquid hydrogen and alternate blood that doesn't technically freeze to keep the glycerin from your cells from exploding. Because if you freeze, like, think of a freezer burn.
Yeah.
If you just toss a steak in the freezer and it's not in a bag, it starts getting crystals. The water starts separating out from it. It starts it's because the outside might be a different temperature than the inside, and the liquid actually comes out, and you get ice shards, and the ice shards actually break down the steak. That happens to people if you're in a bad freeze. So once you start warming up and defreezing, all the skin and everything else starts freezing into crystals, and it starts breaking the cell walls, and the ice in your heart literally starts tearing apart your heart as you go.
Right, 'cause-
It's bad,
Yeah, because
but you're asleep and you die nicely in your sleep.
ice crystals are larger than water
Yes,
molecules.
ice expands.
Yeah.
So it's expanding all the cells in your body.
So if there still had been some cryo fuel, then they may have been alive. But there was no power. There was no cryo fuel. There was nothing. So
Because the cryopods are made to work even if the whole ship dies. As long as you have cryo fuel. Cryo fuel is the medical stuff, the liquid hydrogen, the other stuff. And it's being used because space is warmer than hydrogen.
they can check it, but they're going to be dead after hundreds of years.
So they are obviously dead. But
Really?
Darn.
you have 5 people out of the 10 pods. Give me a D12 roll.
You want me to roll?
Yeah.
10.
So 10 of the pods are still, like, you can pop them out and you can put them in your ship. Like, if one of yours dies.
Oh, so like we could use them as spares?
Everything is modular. You might have to jury rig it so it hooks up to your, like, yours looks like a gear with 12 nods. They have 8. They have 12 gear points. And you're like, oh, this was like so far. They realized that they needed more of this, so it had a grippy part. Oh, these space locks are bad. They stopped doing that because it had malfunctioning problems. Like you're tearing apart their pods.
Well, they are, 400 years
Mhm.
old?
Well, I think we have to get rid of the bodies
Yeah. So
before it starts smelling up the place.
But if you start telling me stuff like that, like you're tearing apart stuff, like you're in your happy place, we might be able to get rid of one of your stresses. But
Well, I'm waiting to hear back if we know anything about this ship.
But you guys can still start looking into it. You guys, so anything found on the ship, 100% yours. Unless it's scientific-y stuff that has Wayland stuff on it. If alcohol goes missing, no one's going to notice. If the fuel goes missing, no one's going to notice.
Well, there is no fuel.
But if there was, no one would know. You would just say that it was all expended. The cargo, you can go through the cargo. You can vacuum seal the people, and so you can put them in your med bay and put them in the morgue.
Well, I wasn't planning on keeping them.
All right, or you
They
can
can be
eject
buried in space.
Yeah, but you guys can start backing that out because still contacting Mother is going to take about an hour. Okay.
Well, we checked out the cargo. So the cryo.
Cargo has clothing, other stuff like that. There were dry food supplies, but that was all eaten.
Right, you said there was no food. Or...
He ate everything. He was out. He had a manifest at 12% oxygen for a week-long travel that he's spent a month plus, and he ate everything. There's a small statue, probably for someone coming back, and a couple of space gifts.
So, no.
As I said,
valuable,
so that's in the cargo.
Or...
Anyone going for the bar? Anyone going for the cryo chamber? You have to tell me. Come on, work with me.
Sorry.
Work with me. I just want to tell you what you're doing.
Oh.
I'm giving you options. You have a ship in your cargo.
Is there any Is there any part of the ship where they would keep equipment like spacesuits, tools, weapons?
Yeah, in engineering.
Engineering.
Okay. You want to go check out engineering?
Well, I was gonna. Like, I already checked out the cryopods. You said there were 10 that were working.
Yeah,
or 10 that were.
But I was asking
usable.
you, are you like packing up the bodies?
Not yet. I was going to get some of the rest of the crew to do that.
Part of the cargo, there's some medical, like they had cargo, the cryo and medical were in the same spot. So there's some cadaver bags. And they're the ones that you hit the button and it vacuum seals them.
I'll let some of the Teamsters do that.
All right.
They don't pay you enough for that?
No.
Okay.
He checked out the cryopods. He was going around, crawling around all checking all the things, realizing two of them had failed. So 2 people died way earlier than the other ones.
But yeah, I would say get a couple of the other people,
Yeah.
And
that would have
to
taken
come
some
and
time.
put the bodies
you can
in.
walk in whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whoever the other, we don't have characters for them, but they can come in and start taking care of the bodies.
Yep.
Giving them a burial at space.
Okay, we'll go check out engineering.
Okay.
Because I mean, at this point, that who knows if they even have any relatives? So descendants.
You go to the door of engineering. Do you have your gun up? Or are you still?
Do we have what?
Are you still doing corners, or are you just walking around going, "Yeah, no, everything's dead"?
I am not. I'm a little paranoid.
Yeah.
So
I'm still staying here,
gun
making sure I can disconnect all the cryopods. And
So you
in
go
case
to
we need to
engineering.
use them for any reason.
Door's a little stuck.
give it a kick.
Slide door.
Oh.
You have panel. You can like go to the side, like blow the pins, throw it open, because there's always a latch next to it that blows the mechanical lever.
Okay, I'll
It's space.
I'll keep
There's
the-
always safety on it.
I'll keep the SMG in
Mhm.
one hand for a moment and just the latch.
All right. So you pop the safety. You hear the pins go. Koosh! You feel like a resonant, like a vibration through the ship. No, like boom.
Oh, boom.
It's explosive bolts.
Oh, okay.
So what it is, you have the hydraulic that opens up the door.
Yeah.
You just blew the hydraulic. So it went, and you let go all of the fluid. So now you can just push it open.
Okay.
So you can force it open.
All right.
When you force it open, something falls out at you.
Something falls down on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Body shape thing.
Can I make like a reaction to it?
Yeah. Are you going to shoot it, or are you going to... All right. Roll me a combat roll. And because you have military training, you get a +10.
So a 30.
All right. So does
I
that pass?
I needed a 51.
All right. So you shoot the hell out of this thing.
Okay.
And as the spaceship or the spacesuit tears up to 1,000 little pieces, and because you were good enough, you knew where the engines were going to be. So you shot that way, and you went and you just line up from crotch up. You just shred this entire spacesuit.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
It looked like it was floating and got caught into the thing of it.
Oh.
So it was stuck in the door. And it fell down at you. When
Classic.
you open it up,
Now I
the
have
suit
come
fell
over to
down.
figure out what he
You know
was shooting
something?
at.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, that is so classic mid-movie. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you expect it to be the monster, and it's just something normal that falls. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you
That's
just
cool.
you shot part of the engineering panel, some of the tools and whatnot. You just shot up the whole corner, like his little workbench that's right next to one of the engines from
Yeah.
the inside that he could reach. You just shot up the whole thing, and the light's now hanging down.
Good job, you killed the suit.
It attacked me. It attacked
He's coming
me.
right for me.
What
That comes
else?
out of your share.
Hey, it's on me, man. Don't worry about it. Does it? What else is in looking around engineering, checking it out?
Couple of replacement parts for the engine, another fuel pump, like little pieces and stuff like that. The
I know it's 400.
spacesuit is gone.
Like I know to us, it's
Yeah.
400-year-old technology.
Yeah.
But anything that we can still make use of.
Nothing's really changed in 400 years. It's
Okay.
still everything good that has been made about 1,000 years ago because they started doing cryopods and whatnot, and then the
Right.
company started taking over. So there are cryopod 2. There's this 2. Reason why I was saying go to the bar because you would have found rum 2.
There's like minor
Yeah,
upgrades,
there's rum 2
but nothing.
and gin 3.
Right.
Super gin.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. There is an entire thing of alcohol too.
Oh, that's another good question.
It's space berries.
In this world, are like all hard drugs completely legal?
As long as it doesn't affect what you do for the
Your
company.
performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Once it affects your performance, then you're highly judged. If it doesn't affect your performance, it's space. It keeps you calm.
Okay.
If hard drugs keeps you from, shooting your fellow people because you're in the middle of space, in the middle of blackness, and every time you look up, there's absolutely no Earth, and you could just absolutely fly away into the middle of the universe and never be found. That's what they want.
Oh.
Because that panic is constant. And you were on an asteroid that little gripper feet were holding on to the asteroid as you were shooting lasers to it and breaking it apart.
Right.
And if it broke apart too much, you could be drifting away and the ship has to come get you.
Right.
And if it can't come get you because there's too much of a debris field, you have to outlast the debris field from your oxygen. Or, if it breaks off and you're the one flying, they're going to pick up those people and then they have to find you. If you get too far away, they can't find
Right.
you. This is a constant.
Okay.
There's probably a couple of trillion people floating in space because spacesuits fail.
So what what in engineering
It's not destroyed.
can James and I
Well, I went back
Take-
there. I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
wanted to
no,
see
no.
what you were shooting at.
what can I? Well, like I could just start carrying stuff out, but
There's a nail gun. There's a bolter.
there's a
riveter,
whole crew that can do that.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
Right. Well, we don't need
There's a
to
nail
carry it out. We
gun.
just need to know what's here.
just assess
because-
it. Just
right.
assess it.
yeah.
Right.
You can assess that there is a nail gun. There's a riveter, but it's damaged now.
Okay. Are there other spacesuits?
No.
No.
Not in this
Okay.
one. This one just had one. It looked like this was his side. It was just a small engineering thing that he had his tools and everything else, and the engines were right next to it, and he had a little latch that opens up. and
Are
you can see the
there
engines.
are there food rations?
There's no food anywhere because
The guy said that
Time
he
to
ate
eat it
everything.
all.
He found everything. He's been months. He's been sitting there for months trying to keep not use any more of the cryo fuel. Sending out messages, trying to do SOSs.
Any weapons or ammo?
No. Okay. All right.
Is there anything interesting? Anything else interesting you can think of on a ship that might warrant checking
We
out?
already checked cargo and rooms.
You checked one engineering. We have
you
another.
haven't checked
and
the other engineering yet.
Cargo. Well, cargo had a statue, had clothing, had the people's luggage and other stuff like that. Everything that someone would bring to live on a new planet.
I know that this is
So it's
a
like
transport
collectibles, photo album.
I know this is a transport ship, but would there be a sort of med lab or science lab on a ship of
Med-lab
this
is the,
type?
is the cryo chamber.
The med lab is okay.
Yeah, because it's cryo chambers up top, med labs on bottom. You can crawl around the ship. Med lab doesn't. They don't have a. No, they wouldn't have a med bot.
Because this was just transportation, really.
I would-
It's not like our ship.
It's upper transportation. These were fancier people. There is fancy clothing. You could probably get a couple of hundred credits out of each suitcase.
I mean, I
If
don't
you
know
wanna
about you,
sell that.
Kev. I'd say we just
Might as well.
the two of us just report back to the
You
captain what we found and let the rest of the crew haul
You-
out what's valuable.
You find 15 stim packs and some drugs and some other stuff like that that you could just pocket. Stim packs cost a lot. They're nanites that go in and fix your insides as you go.
As well. I mean, I think we could just say, okay, well, we'll just turn the ship in and
Add it to our ore money.
Okay. Yeah. I say we we just head back on board our ship, report to the captain what we found of value, and we can have
the Teamsters and whatnot.
the
start cleaning
deckhands
it
and the
out.
Teamsters
Clear out the bodies.
right.
But you have a fun joke. You say, yeah, no, I shot someone.
Yeah,
I shot a thing. I feel good. Okay.
you should have seen it. I split him right in half.
Is there any way to determine for you got or well who's you're the engineer, right? Ish, or you're the
I am a scientist
You're
who
the
happens to
scientist.
be an engineer.
To see if the ship is still workable.
that too. But I was going to say, is there a way to corroborate what he said about the if that type of malfunction actually happened?
No, you could see the log. You can see the
It
computer.
was all in the computer.
That's there. Unless you want to do a engineering check to see if it was manufactured.
Well, that's what I was wondering. See if it was sabotage or if it really was a.
Do I care?
Not really.
It's up to the people. I can't force you to do anything.
I don't really care. That was 400 years ago. We got a ship that we can get some money for. That's what we're out here for, right? Money?
You might be able to blackmail Wayland, get more money.
What? So I can be put on their list to get rid of? I don't think so. My suit can malfunction at some point? No, that's okay.
Okay. He's not wrong.
I know he's not wrong.
It's real hard working with the company, but you can say, "Hey, I know this," and get
Nope,
some more
that's
money.
okay.
Yeah.
You want this ship back? You can have it.
Hmm.
Pay me for it. It's all yours. Or pay us for it.
Yeah, and as I said, thank you for doing that because this was like ...
Mm-hmm.
Respond ...
Mm-hmm.
Respond.
Mm-hmm.
So did we find anything out about this ship? Do they want it back? Are they looking for it?
Are they?
Yeah, they are looking. Here, John, come on in.
Yeah, because I'm just having trouble reading some of the writing. I'm sorry.
Trying to have fun with this, guys.
I don't trust John. I think he
You've
is.
seen the movies, right? You don't trust anybody.
Well, as a
You're
team,
working together to
I-
make money, and
I
that's
would
about it.
listen. I wouldn't be surprised as a teamster if he knows of some life form on this ship that needs that the company wants, and I don't know. They're not telling us. Like what is it from the movie? Paul Reisner
Oh, yeah.
knew. Well, I think even in the original movie, I think Ash was in touch with the company, and the
Yeah,
company.
but they didn't know Ash. The crew did not know Ash was synthetic.
No.
Right.
Not until later.
Get your major beads.
That's it.
What's it?
John's a company boy.
He's talking on the computer.
We're all expendable. There's a life form in this ship. John knows about it. We're all expendable. He's bringing the
Well,
life
you're all
form back.
expendable no matter what.
Yeah.
Even John's expendable.
Oh yeah.
But John, as one of the hired teamster, has a key card to get into the mother chamber
Oh, okay.
to contact back.
And I mean, since you guys are busy there, and I'm on the computer, logistically, you guys would not know what was going on.
Yeah. I told John when you went to the bathroom earlier, if he wants to talk to Mother, tell me so we can go. I can write something out because you guys wouldn't know.
But I was having some trouble deciphering his handwriting.
And instead of just saying it, it's still, I'm trying to keep it
Yeah.
as, you guys are on the ship.
Yeah.
You just shot that up. He doesn't know that.
Right.
Yeah, because I was.
He's contacting Mother. He's literally in a bubble that no
Mhm.
one else can get into because it's hyperspace. It's sending a message.
Like Get
Through-
Smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was it? What was that? The cone of silence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he's literally going into a hatch to go into a computer that has this is the black box. It is super
Right.
thick hull. The ship could be destroyed, but the mother box would still be there. It is
Right.
an escape pod in itself, and it's super thick, extra durable steel. And he's typing away, contacting, and he has to wait for So he's like, "Hello, this is ship blank."
Yeah, what is our name, by the way? Did we figure that out yet?
The default is the
Falstaff.
Oh, okay.
You guys can change the name if you want. It's just there are some people who would like to design their own ship.
Right.
Or you
Excuse
can
me.
use this one, which is a Class 3 freighter, which is decent. But
Yeah.
It's a box.
Yeah.
Because you have 200 square yards of cargo space. Which is massive. So there's no way this ship is making atmosphere. But you have a drop pod that can bring you into atmosphere. So you were going to sell this to a satellite.
What
Because
class was the Nostromo?
The Nostromo?
Similar to this.
Yeah. But you see, it's a brick.
Yeah.
I think it may have been the next size up because it was a pretty big ship.
Just showing me the ship, there's no relative size. But I believe the Nostromo had multiple crew things, extra compartments, 3 science chambers, an entire lab, bio chambers, and something else.
Eagle Moss class USCSS Nostromo.
Yeah. So that's light military. So that's a class 4 ship. So it's one above you. So you guys are the equivalent of 300 square yards plus.
Commercial towing star freighter.
Yeah.
Owned by the Whaling Utah Corporation.
Yeah. So it's medium commercial because it's not maneuverable. So their classifications is small vessels, which is your drop ships, your shuttles, your fighters. Like a starfighter is never going to take out a ship. You would have to find a port that is a thing so they can launch a missile that takes a 90-degree turn that should never happen to have it sucked down into the middle of the thing, right?
Right.
Especially since you're on a curve, and if you're shooting on a curve, you're shooting this way, so it's shooting at this angle, and there should no way for it to be able to take not a 90-degree turn, it's a 120-degree turn to go down. Should never have happened.
Right.
But a small, so it is if you can fight vessels across your way, so a 0 is a 0. If you fight 1 up, it is a very hard battle. If you fight 2 up, it is considered a impossible battle. You guys carry so much fuel, you can do outmaneuvers any small fighter, because a small fighter is going to be able to do that and run out of fuel halfway through. You should be able to make more movements because you can hold more fuel. Or, just the ship's coming at you, you just go, you fire your jets, you ram into it and it explodes. You just destroy the ship. Your hull, you lose your one part of your med bay. Ooh. Now you don't have a fighter coming at you. So, you guys are considered a medium commercial, heavy commercial, because you guys have size.
Right.
The Nostromo had size, but it was more of a military vessel because it had extra compartments and other stuff like that. So, yeah. So, you're going to tell them anything, or?
Mm-hmm. So, I was waiting to hear back from the company as far as, what we could get for the ship, and it looks like they're willing to offer a. Are we still using dollars as
Credits?
Credits. Okay.
It's a percentage of it's percentage of a stock, which is considered a credit.
Well, the company is willing to offer 1 million credits for the ship. However, as we know, the
We owe money.
What's that?
We owe money.
Yeah. So let's say that out of that 1,000,000, like 800,000 is basically going to be spoken for already between.
In terms of our expenses.
Right. Like what we owe and,
what we're going to be spending on the trip back.
Yeah.
Cryo. Yeah.
So basically, we'd end up with about 5,000 credits apiece. Which,
Better than nothing.
yeah, I mean,
Is that, in this universe, is that considered to be good?
1,000 credits gets you a spacesuit so you don't die.
Well, so that's pretty good.
You're looking to get credits so you can do your next whatever you're going to do to make more credits.
But a meal is 2 credits?
Yeah, I mean, tech, especially survival tech, is always going to be
Yeah.
top.
An oxygen tank is 100 credits, but a refill of oxygen is credit. So
Yeah.
you have 5,000 units of oxygen.
Yeah.
Think of it that way. So depending on how you want to look at it, it's not that much if you want to buy a gun. But guns are manufactured small little parts, robotic stuff that needs to be printed out, and it all has to be kicked back to the company.
Okay.
So they cost a lot of money because it all has to be registered, and you have a data lock that you can lock it to your hand, so it's only you can shoot it.
Right.
Plus this is only for the ship itself, not any
Anything on the inside.
cargo that may have fallen out on the way.
Okay.
That's why I said dot dot dot.
Yeah, I mean, between the ore and the ship, we're full up, so I may as well just head back and.
All right.
Well, that's
what we
another
got?
question. Like you said, head back. What does that mean? Like, where do we go and report to with our ship
Earth.
in returning
You're going
the
to
ore
Krylon
and the
5.
to
Krylon 5.
Krylon 5, the 5th planet in Krylon system.
Okay, that's like a planet.
Yeah.
That has that has the closest
300
processing
light years away from Earth.
that has processing plants and okay.
They have a orbital space station. They do not have a space elevator because those things are expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want a space elevator, you need a space ring, and you need the ring to go around the planet.
Okay.
So it spins with it, so it keeps tension.
Okay.
Get that ring around the planet.
So it's a space station
Your mama's so fat that even
it's a space station that's just one level.
No, think of Deep Space Nine.
Right. So, but like you said, they don't have an elevator.
Yes.
Well, an elevator is basically
Space elevator goes from the planet to the space station.
Oh,
yeah.
Space elevator.
Wow.
Did you ever see the 2009 Star Trek movie? Okay.
No.
Yeah, because basically think of it as like what would be a good analogy? Okay, remember the old tin can with the string we used to have when we were kids? Think of the elevator as the string.
Okay.
And one can is the planet, the other can is the space station.
Okay.
And you got to try to keep the elevator string taut at all times. That's what you need the space ring for, to supply stability. Is that the right word?
Well, as I said,
tension.
You need tension because
Dynamic
you need
tension.
something pulling up so it doesn't go and it bends in on itself.
Right.
So it's like what you're doing is, have you ever done skip it, where you spin and the thing stays out? You're doing that to the planet. Just it's touching the planet, so something heavy is out, and you have to be at a continuous spot. So it's always going at the same speed as.
So you don't. Yeah. You don't.
So does that mean that
planet's turning, but the thing isn't turning, and it snaps?
So if you wanted to land on the planet, what would you have to do? Like take a shuttle?
You have a skipper.
Oh, so that's like the equivalent of a shuttlecraft, let's say. Okay.
But your skipper can hold all 12 people. It's not like Star Trek where it's a little tin can. It is
a big tin can.
It would be about 8 of those.
Okay, so sort of like almost like a space yacht sort of thing, but except not nearly as fancy. A space tugboat, no.
Yeah.
A space ferry. Okay.
Yeah. You sell your ore to that.
Oh, okay. And they have like processing facilities on the station and everything. Okay.
And they build spaceships out in space.
Okay.
Spaceships big enough that can't go into the planet.
And they do that in Star Trek as well.
Mm-hmm. Because bringing stuff from a planet costs gravitational thing, and it costs a lot of fuel.
It's a lot easier to build starships in zero gravity.
But it's also easier to get metal from outer space than to ship it up.
Right.
It costs a lot of newtons to lift stuff up out of gravity.
Well, weren't we saying that there were like that asteroids are basically like floating hunks of rock and metal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you just cored out a whole thing that filled up almost your entire. Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why the United States wants to go into space.
Need to mine some asteroids. Mine
Well,
one asteroid.
The hunt for resources.
More gold than the entire planet Earth.
They
Yeah,
think that
torpedo
Mars
the
might be
economy.
rich in ores.
Well, I'm all for sending
Rich in
Elon.
Martians.
I'm all for sending
Well-
Elon there to find out. As long as it's a one-way trip.
Oh, goody. My uranium P-36 space modulator.
Explosive space modulator.
You can't do that, Doc. All my friends are on the Earth. The nerve of this character.
Where was the boom? There was supposed to be a colossal earth-shattering boom. It sounds more like a librarian than a Martian, but okay.
Yeah. So like on the space station, there would be that.
Oh, yeah.
So there's
Okay.
all scaffolding.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they're building the USS Enterprise,
Oh yeah,
where they had the little docking thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's a huge circle thing.
yeah.
All scaffolding and whatnot,
Right.
but there's a huge space station on the center. Like you're handing ore over to that.
Right.
And there's a whole thing. There's a whole like founder on one side, and it gets shipped to the other
Right.
side. That get build everything else.
Right,
So it's a living city up in space.
right.
But there's also, you have your little apartment down on the ground because
Right.
there's so much of the ground that is livable. Terraformed.
Right,
The planet's terraformed, but only so much of it is livable because it has the most amount of air.
right.
And the rest of it's like all ocean. There's like volcanoes. It's still not a good planet.
Right.
We're fucking up Earth, the only one that we can really live on most of the space.
Yep, more and more day by day. Gotta love it.
Earth is technically Coruscant now, where it's
Technically, what?
Coruscant, where it's just huge cities.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you said cursed. But
No, it's
of course not.
Coruscant. There's huge towers everywhere. It's
Right, yes.
It's not like there's 1,000 feet of nothing and they built an entire city around the planet. It's just New York City, the entire planet.
Right. Yeah. Think of like Fifth Element.
Mhm.
As far as or Judge Dredd,
Yeah.
where everything's
Yeah.
built, up to ridiculous.
But it's
one.
but it's
And there's only one city.
Yep.
Judge Dredd, there's only
it's
one city.
grimdark. It's the bad future where it is Judge Dredd, where like some of the buildings on fire. Not all of it is built up. There's some buildings like in a small segmented area that are very, very fancy and all the lights are onto it.
Right.
And the rest of the outer city is all like they took metal and they put it over and that's part of the roof, and some of the wall is blown out. There's some like gangs and whatnot happening. There's always gunfire. But there's a nice little bubble where Wayland is.
Oops.
So Earth isn't what you guys want it to be. It's the dark future. It's I'm trying to think. It's cyberpunk.
Shadowrun, Neuromancer,
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Yeah.
Pretty much.
When I
always raining.
when I think of a dark dystopian future Earth,
Mhm.
the surface of the Earth. Oh, I definitely think Blade Runner. I mean, that movie was so far ahead in concept.
Oh yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Well, what was it?
Another Ridley Scott property.
Who was the creative force behind that movie?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, same guy as Alien.
As I said,
Yeah.
another Ridley Scott property.
Well, you probably know this already, but Ridley Scott very nearly became the designer on the very first Dalek story in Doctor Who.
Really?
Yep, it was either him or the guy who ended up doing it. It was, and I forget exactly why, but the Daleks could have been designed by him.
Terrence Dicks. Terrence Dicks. You're talking about he could have replaced Terrence Dicks.
No, Raymond Cusack was
Oh.
the guy who
Oh.
designed the Daleks and the Dalek City and everything.
Okay.
But then again, there's no guarantee that his concept would have been as successful either. So
So I will find it. There is an anime that originally started the cyberpunk thing, and it's
Akira?
fun. No, it was before Akira.
before Akira,
It's literally a Japanese anime where it was robots and fighting and big thing. Akira was a little bit later. It was more super cyberpunk, but this is like the first time that they're literally opening up packs of cigarettes and smoking in space, and it's supposed to be like they made a planetary ring. There's gunfighting ships and other stuff like that. The whole point of the suits is the suits aren't big. They're almost the size of people with just a space frame and at amplitudes. They have people sitting on space stations with a laser gun that uses masers that are shooting people on the ground. Like, it is real cyberpunk where people are like exploding and it's the one where like at the beginning of the anime you start seeing a whole bunch of people you like, and then they get attacked by the government, and the government and the person's like, I didn't even get to do anything yet. It's literally one of the lines, and it's just the person dies right away.
no, I don't know that one,
Yeah.
which is
I'll
awesome.
find it. It's I had it, but as I said, I've been all over the place.
I'm getting like images are flooding into my head of the anime that you're talking about
Yeah.
and the characters. I just can't remember the name of
Yeah,
it.
but it's the first technical grimdark, and they were all, and because it was Japan, they were doing the packaging of the cigarettes, and the people were going, and it was dark, and it was fun.
I just remember
Um,
the first time I saw. Well, here it wasn't called Macross. Here it was marketed under the label Robotech. But I remember the first time I saw Robotech, and it just blew me away. You know, like super hyper detail in the design of the mechs and the robots and.
So, from everyone who takes out everything, your manifest is you have 6 people who died in the cryopods, plus 7, which is the captain. From all of their clothing and whatnot, you could sell their clothing and their stuff because they were fancy clothing for.
Well, hundreds of years ago, they were fancy clothing.
Yeah, so it's 300 credits of the fancy clothing that's still around. You can. There's a couple of designer bags and whatnot that you might be able to negotiate. And then you have the statuette that you have no idea. You have rum 2, vodka 3. You have a little bit of that left. You have some drugs, like medical supplies, and you had the 15 stims that you found. You don't have to report the 15 stims. That's all on you if you want. It's like 100 a stim. There's no more fuel. There's no more things. And as he was saying, 800 is going to get knocked off the bill for your ship. Because I think you guys still owe 300 something million left.
It's on paper.
Yeah, it's a bunch of millions. So you owe that left for renting the ship. And you guys can negotiate how much you get from the ore and whatnot when you get back.
Okay.
Just when we start up again, you get to choose if you want to do a jump and just get back for 100,000 or for 1,000 credits,
Okay.
or if you want to take the long way, and that would be 400 credits. 400 credits of the cryo, and just take the long way back.
Okay.
If you do that, you have a chance of getting pirated.
Okay.
So it's your choice. Do you want to spend more
Okay.
money or less? But you guys made a whole bunch of money. I think you guys get how much did everyone make?
5,000.
Yeah, so you all get
5,000.
5,000 plus whatever you can negotiate for the ore.
Woohoo!
So you could buy a better gun.
I can go from living in a 5x5 box to living in a 5x10 box.
And then whatever stress you accumulated, you technically can put into points for your character. That's how you level up.
Okay.
It's
Like
real.
you become a more hardened
Yeah.
person.
So you get 4 points to add into dodge, stress, or his fear.
Okay.
So good job for failing, because that means everyone gets.
Does it look good for next week?
As I know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a great week. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy.